Hello, everybody. I'm coming right back. I'm doing all that's a bag of gems. That will have to do. That's me tidying up, everyone. Hi. How are you all? Is everyone all right? Looking very shiny. And amazingly, I don't have blue eyes, so we're quite concerned that it has actually changed the colour of my eyes. But I think the camera that's downward facing is absolutely fine. Can you all hear me? Hi, Jackie. How are you doing? Let me see if I can just get the guest working. Have we got the... Have you got the free P&P code in the roller banner message?
No.
Welcome to our live.
Laptop's just frozen.
Hi everyone. Hi Claire. Hi Tony. Hi Karen. Hi Shazane. Hi Julie and Barbara and April and Eleanor. Right, let me just try and change the banner message. Welcome to China. This is the code. What's the China P&P code? Do you know? PP China?
I'm pretty sure.
Let's do this one. Has it switched it? PP China. There you are. I found the right one. Hopefully, we're just going to double check. Hi, Erwin and Helen and Candy. Hi, it is early morning, 2 a.m. here. Nice and bright and early. So we started our day at not too early, though. 10 a.m., wasn't it?
Yeah.
10 a.m. That's not too bad. This is the longest day. I've got a different tripod and it's trying to fall off the desk. Just a second. Let's just prop it there a sec. Yeah, so this is our longest day. Then when we finish this live, we go to bed and get up at lunchtime tomorrow. And then we try and stay in the UK time zone for the rest of the trip. So it's not too bad. Don't feel too sorry for us. Hi, Louisa. How are you doing? Right, we have had the most fabulous day. It's been absolutely brilliant. And today we have got for you just the most adorable selection of gemstones. I thought I was going for lots of you sort of stash builders. So gemstones that you've seen before, similar to the bead wall in India. I thought we'll do something like that. Mega, we'll go through loads of beads. Everyone needs to keep in stock all the time. That's not really what happened. So that's not what we've got. We've got a showcase of round beads, because I know that you want your 60, 80, 10s. So we've got 6 and 8s and 10s in most of the round beads. We have got brand new shapes, gorgeous shapes, from butterflies to hexagons to pear shapes. All these new shapes and beads, they're really lovely. You're going to love them, and definitely going to keep you on trend with the latest in the marketplace, because these are brand new shapes. Hi, Catherine. We've got some really gemmy gems. We've got a premium collection, which are extraordinary gems, absolutely extraordinary. Hi, Rani. We have got, I'm trying to look over there because there's another bed over there. There's some on the bed, there's some on the chair. We've got some double drilled. We've got what's over there? Ordeal on some aquamarine nuggets, a massive deal. Got some elephants in there as well. Yeah. There's all sorts of delights. I've got turquoise, gemstone wise, so many different gemstones. Everything from pink Botswana agate. Oh, so nice. Hi, Jane. How are you doing? Pink Botswana agate, turquoise, genuine turquoise, got beads for you. Purple flower agates, which I've not seen before. Natural purple flower agate. Very pretty colour. Very pretty indeed. We've got you staples like mookite, bowenite, apatite, chrysoprase, unikite, tiger's eye, red jasper, so many. The strands are going on the website. So what will happen is once we get the photography done, we've still got about 10 lines to photograph. It will go over to the UK. The team in the UK populate it onto the pop-up shop, and the pop-up shop hopefully will go live some point tomorrow. So it's normally about a 24-hour delay from what we do on the live to what goes on to the pop-up shop. So as soon as it's live, we'll let you know that it's gone live. So how the pop-up shop works for all of you new people is that we have an area of our website called a pop-up shop. This is only live while we're on location in a country. So you'll find it it's under pop-up shop, I think, just generally, isn't it? But you'll find it on the roller banner, you'll find it on our socials, you'll find it on your emails, you'll find it everywhere, the link to the pop-up shop. The pop-up shop stays open until the 4th of November, which is the Tuesday after we've left. So we're here until Friday. We're live. Our last live is Thursday night, and then you've got Friday through to Monday night to check out anything from the pop-up shop and pay your invoices, and then your free P&P code will disappear and the pop-up shop will close. We cannot promise that you can get the gemstones that we've shown on the live ever again. We don't know whether we'll be able to restock them. It's very dependent upon each and every gemstone. So we highly recommend that you shop the pop-up shop. Now, we populate it every day, and so tonight's live has about 80 to 90, I think, different gemstone strands in it. So a lot of strands. And every day you're looking at hundreds of gemstone strands getting added into it. So I recommend that every day you just pop at 10 minutes in. Instead of you scrolling time, pop over to Charmers Gems and just scroll the pop-up shop and make sure you check out each day. That's really important. Make sure you check it out each day and just keep on top of it that way. And then you can filter the pop-up shop by newest, and then it's a little bit easier to manage, because sometimes when it goes into the thousands of products, suddenly, you're not doing a quick scroll, you're doing a 2-hour stint of trying to decide what you want. You can search it by gemstone. You can search it by the code from the show. So if you're thinking, oh, I might get that one in the pop-up show, jot that code down. You'll be able to search it in the show on the website. So it's nice and easy. Candy says, I'm a 4mm person. Now, what did I say, Emily? Yeah. I'm going to buy 6mm, 8mm, 10mm, and I bet you someone says, where's all the 4mm? We're going to put the 4mm in their own show. They're going to go separately, Candy. We'll put a 4mm showcase in one of the other shows throughout the week. I can't believe it. Hi, Carol. Hi, Claire. Hi. Oh, everyone's saying hi to you, Emily, not me. So hi, Nisha. Hi, Samantha. So it's going to be action-packed. There's loads of goodies to pick from and loads of stories of what happened throughout our day. I'm sure that you'll enjoy along the way. Most interestingly, we've just eaten a packet of cucumber-flavoured crisps, and it was really nice.
They were quite nice, actually.
That actually might be my new favourite crisp, because they didn't taste very crispy. Or cucumbery. No. No. But they were still good. Are the rounds smooth or faceted? The rounds are smooth. I don't think we've put any faceted rounds in here. And the matte rounds, sorry, every time I move the light goes funny. The matte rounds that you've seen on the stories, we haven't managed to get into today's show. They'll go into another show. Don't be sorry, Candy. We love the fact you're asking questions. We don't mind at all. So that's it. Have I covered everything? Is everybody in? Hi, Sarah. Everybody in who means to be in. Do feel free to share the live. That's much appreciated. That's the kindest thing you can do to a small company like ours, is just spread the word, because finding new customers for us is very, very important and very, very difficult. So if you could spread the word, we really would appreciate that. I reckon that we just get cracking. I'd like to show you down here. Every time I move, the light goes funny, doesn't it? It's most annoying. Sorry about that. Let me turn this camera on. It might just be legs that you see, because not my legs, the tripod legs. Oh dear, it's not working. Just a second. I had it a second ago. Did I actually do it? No. No, I didn't. Just one sec. Any more questions? Let me know. That's probably the best thing to do, because I'm bound to have forgotten to tell you something crucial, like how to buy. I'll tell you that section in just a moment. Right, we're hoping the internet holds out. We're hot spotting various devices throughout the room. So we're going to allow that. We're going to mute that. Then we're going to do this and this button and this button and this button. So many buttons. But it's worth all the buttons. There is a really horrible shadow, so I'm very sorry, but I can't help it. And now it's going to make a noise. Okay, I think you can see my stage here. but there's nothing in it. So I'll just remove that for a second. Thank you for sharing me. Did you see my question about the pearls? No, I didn't, Candy. Just a minute. We go back up. What day are the pearls, please? I'm trying to control myself until then. I don't know. I haven't found the pearls yet, Candy. So they're not in tomorrow yet. So let's go for Wednesday or Thursday. Hi, Ken. I can see you today. So, right. I put Ken, I added you. What did I do? I added him into our closest friends.
Yeah.
So, and I was hoping that let unlock you. So maybe it worked. Who knows? Can I go over there? Do you think?
You got stretch?
Right, unplug myself.
Yeah.
I might be able to move
Just remember
you.
to plug you back in.
Yes, must remember to plug. This is where the gemstones are lined up. So, you can see here. You probably can't hear me very well. These are some of the gemstones in this evening. Just some, though, because the rest are over there. There's Emily, and the rest are on the bed. So, yeah, but that gives you an idea of some of the gemstones that are lined up for this evening. They're really cool. Right, okay. There we go. Let's plug you back in. It's not working. That's because it's actually not plugged in at all. There, that's done it. Right, how to purchase. If you wish to make a purchase from us this evening, then all you have to do is type the code we give you into the comments section. Each gemstone will have a very unique code, and you can multiply bid against that code. So if you want more than one of a strand, you put the code in. So for example, I'll just give you an example. The first code is 1VJ, just there. It's rainbow obsidian 10mm round. Okay, 1VJ, that's the first code. You type that into the comments section. If I read out your name, that item is yours. Now, if you wanted more than one, you put that code and then you times by 2, by 3, by 10, however many you want, you times it in. We are here documenting. So over there is Emily, who's been dragged across the world to document your name onto our machine. So she types them all into what we call the tracker, and that keeps a track of who buys what. So it's quite easy. We then send you an invoice by email over the course of the next 24 hours. You click the link inside the email and you securely check out on our website from there. So it's really, really straightforward. All you have to do is type the code into the comment section. If you are a new customer, please direct message us with your email address or send your email address to info@CharmersGems. It will be on the roller banner here. We need your email address to be able to send you your invoice. It's absolutely crucial. We can't message you first, so you do need to do that. Hi, Lorraine. Hi, Michael. So thank you for sharing, Tony. So that's how it works. Post and packaging from our China Live is absolutely free. You need the code PPChina. That will be inside your emails. It will be on all our live streams, and it's all over our social media. We don't want you to pay post and packaging, so don't worry. The code is easily found. I hate that when you go on a website and it pops up and says it's got a 10% discount and then you can never find it again. So it's really straightforward. PP China is the code. Anything else I need to tell you? We're in China. There is an estimated 8-week delivery period for anything that you purchase from our live shows. That is because we are live in a marketplace and lots of the gemstones are cut for us and they have to be sourced and sorted. They then get sent over to the UK. In the UK, we quality control check and make sure that is exactly what you said you were purchasing and it meets our exacting standards. So it's really important. And then we post it out to you, and that whole process is about 8 weeks from November the 4th until however long 8 weeks is from then. However, we're not going to promise Christmas delivery. I'm really sorry. We can't promise Christmas delivery. We tried to come earlier a bit earlier on, but we couldn't do that. So here we are now. So we can't promise Christmas delivery, unfortunately. But if it does land before Christmas, we will get it out as soon as we can, we promise. But we just can't guarantee that it's going to be with you for Christmas. So this is what you're purchasing for your makes next year. This is going to get you one step ahead of the game because there is new gemstone cuts here that I haven't seen, and I do this for a living. So there are gemstone cuts here that are brand new that your competitors are not going to have. You're not going to walk down the craft show and see that all the other jewelers have the same same thing, because some of this is absolutely new in the marketplace. And lots of different gemstones as well. Hello to my sister. Hello, Katie. I think you've taken my son home, so thank you very much. So yes, so that's about it. We've got some extraordinary gemstones, absolutely extraordinary, as well as your lovely things like smooth round mookites through to brand new shapes, all different qualities of gemstone, from your commercial entry level right up to premium gemstones. The most expensive strand we have is over £100 a strand, which is very exciting. That is. I can't wait to show you that. You're going to love it. You could play Guess the Strand. Which strand is over £100? So, right. Okay. Jenny's back. Oh, hi, Jenny. I haven't seen you for ages. I thought of you when I was in the aquamarine shop today. I thought of you. The other exciting news, actually, amongst exciting news, is that while we were going around selecting our gemstones, this is our second trip to this marketplace, people now seem to have recognised who we are, and they were saying that we can come and live sell from their stand. But we didn't build that in because that's in the daytime for you guys. So I think on Wednesday, we've got a couple of select suppliers who said we can go along and actually buy directly from their stand. So we might do that. We're not 100% confirmed, but book the day off, guys, because it will be a fun day out in China, and we'll have to walk you around. Our nerves are there's no internet, but we haven't had any problems with the internet. We haven't really tested it. So tomorrow we're going to give that a bit of a test. And also the lighting is absolutely awful in there. So we might have to walk around with a great big lamp. But other than that, it's all good. Are we going to the pearl shop? We're not going pearl shopping as such on this occasion, no. We are saving ourselves for the pearl farms, because our pearl supplier, who was at my house the other weekend, she's just in the process of building a brand new factory, and she desperately wants us to go. So I don't want to flood you all with loads of pearls, but we will put some pearls in. She's actually had some sent here, so we will get some. Right, I'm going to crack on. I'm going to have to keep turning around, I'm afraid, because we didn't bring Johnny. So much to his absolute horror, I must say, and ours. We've now regret it, don't we now, Emily? Well, I do. I'm not sure Emily does, but yes, it's like, yes, of course. Right. Let me add to the stage. Oh, that's exciting. So I hope you can all make it on Wednesday and you don't have other plans like a life. Right, we're going to start with, on our last trip to China, we found you, the internet's really bad, I'm so sorry. We found you some phenomenal rainbow obsidian spheres and shapes. I think hearts, was it? I can't remember. It was just, oh, it was just gorgeous, wasn't it? So we thought we would add to your collection of rainbow obsidian and bring you some beads. I'm really sorry about the internet. There's just, it's this camera. Let me just turn the Wi-Fi off. I've put it onto, give it a second to reload. I've put it back onto the data. Let's see if that's got. And these are actually rainbow obsidian beads. Now, I've tested this earlier, trying to get them to show their colours, and they don't show up very well under the camera, but they are colourful. Let's try and get this light on them. They are colourful, honestly, but on here, for some reason, they look a little bit grey. Yeah. But they are really colourful, because Emily found them in one of the shops.
There's some pink flashes in there.
Pinks and purples and greens. So although you see the green in that one, so they are colourful, but for some reason the light doesn't want to play nicely with us this evening. So you'll have to just take my word from it, I'm afraid. Right, I'm going to start with your 10 millimeters. So you type the code into the comment section. That's how that works. This is rainbow obsidian, approximately 10 millimeters. All the strands you see today are going to be 38 centimeter strands, unless I tell you otherwise. And the drill holes are 0.6 to 0.8 millimeter drill holes. What else do you need to know? Again, lest I tell you otherwise. So this is your rainbow obsidian 10 millimeter round. 1VJ is the code. That is £8.50, and that's a lovely large size, a 10 millimeter round. Let's try and put it on the wrist. So it's quite a chunky size, and these are great value for money. £8.50 for a 10 millimeter gemstone is exceptional value for money. I thought we'd start with exceptional value for money. So I've got one for Tony and and one for Jane Price in your 10 millimeters. I'm going to move on to, I'll leave that there for your 10 mil. I'll move on to your 8 millimeter, which is always a popular size. Rainbow Obsidian 8 millimeters, and this one is 2DZ, £7.50 for your Rainbow Obsidian 8 millimeter. That is £7.50. Hi Debs, how are you doing? All you have to do is type the code into the comment section to secure your item. I know we've got a bit of a lag, so I'll be conscious of that. I've got a number 1 for June Jeffrey, please. A number 1 for Debs Agas. They are pretty. And then on the 8 millimeter, this is your 8 millimeter round. I've got 1 for Tony Davis, 1 for Nicola Bell, 4 for Jane Price. Hi, Beverly. How are you doing? Still at work. Oh, no. I've got 1 for Hannah Sotheran. You've got the names up there. Yep. Yeah. 1 for Rani Melrose. Rani, we've got some bumblebee coming up, but it's the best bumblebee you've ever seen. It's the best bumblebee I've seen. So 2DZ is your code. This is your 8 millimeter round Rainbow Obsidian. I know it's not showing up as very rainbowy at the moment, but it is. So 2DZ, £7.50. And then on your 6 millimeter, the dinkiest size, this one is 3HW, £6.50 a strand for your 6 mil. 3HW for just £6.50. Good luck to Helen for moving, absolutely. Oh, thank you, Hannah. We've had a great day, and our stories have. We had hundreds and hundreds of views, like 600 views on one of the stories. 3HW, £6.50. I've got a number 2, please, for Carol Wilson. Thank you for persisting, Carol. Sorry if it's blocking you. I'm sure it's partly blocking you because our internet's rubbish. So 3HW, 1 for Tony Davis, 1 for Nicola Bell, 1 for Beverly Jackson. I know it's that point of the show where you're like, oh, I don't want to peak too soon and buy everything. These are really good value for money. So this one is 10 millimeter, 1VJ, 8 millimeter, 2DZ, and then 6 millimeter is 3HW. That is your codes with all the different sizes there. So keep that in mind. 1VJ, 2DZ and 3HW. Yes, you can go over to YouTube. It does totally block you. Did we get 3 for Beverly Jackson?
Yeah.
Yes. Right, I'm going to move on, guys, because we don't have a lot of time for lingering, is the word, maybe?
Yeah.
Right, next up. Sorry about the weird light. Your stories were amazing and it made my day, said Rani. Thank you very much, Rani. Now, I've gone for here, excuse the shadow, I've gone for a white moonstone, actually. So we normally do the high-end moonstone with a beautiful, beautiful blue flash. But actually, I thought, we don't do, you can see they have got a nice shiller to them. Maybe not a blue shiller, but they still are nice quality moonstone. And we don't do a lot of beautifully white gemstones. Oh, and I thought they were really quite pretty. So I have brought these to you again in your 10 mil, your 8 mil, and your 6 millimeter. And I think they're a little bit different. Do you like them? Well, I guess the bids will tell. Emily's like, is it me? Is she asking me? So for your 10 millimeters in your white moonstone, this one is 4MQ. That is £16.50 for your 10 millimeter. Again, 38 centimeter strands and 0.6 to 0.8 millimeter drill holes on these. 4MQ for £16.50 for the 10 millimeter. I've got 8 millimeter. These suddenly become extremely affordable. We're not quite sure if they cocked up the price, but we're going with it. 5TF, £12.50. What a jump, £16.50 to £12.50. This is your 8 millimeter. So maybe if you're doing your malas, you could space them with a white bead. We do quartz, which is colorless, and sometimes we do a snow quartz, but I think this is a nice twist. £12.50 is a very good price for a nice quality moonstone. That's really beautiful. This is 5TF in the 8 millimeter, only £12.50. Great value for money. I'm sure you'll agree there. That one is your 8 millimeter. I've got 2 number 5s for Jane Price, please. Thank you. And then your last size is your 6mm. This is the perfect size if you're making stretchy bracelets. I don't have the same tripod that I normally have because I forgot its bottom. So it was all going to plan, and then it just wobbles over. So I'm a bit closer than I normally am. 6mm, £9.50. Absolutely brilliant price. 6QJ is the code, £9.50, and that is for your 6mm white moonstone. So there you go, 10mm, 8mm, 6mm, and as I said, some of them do have some flash in there. So that's it. Yeah, you can see they do have some flash, but I just like the solid white. I've got a 6 for Helen Cole, thank you. Gorgeous, I think. Lovely. I think they'd look brilliant at getting black and white against your obsidian there as well. Both with a nice shiller. Okay, moving on. Nobody agrees with me. It's okay. I won't take it personally on this. Next up, thank you, Carol. Carol's like, poor Marie, beautiful moonstone there that nobody wanted. These are rutilated quartz. I've got a 6 for Jenny, thank you. These are golden rutile quartz. They're really, really pretty. So again, about the shadow, it's a bit annoying, isn't it? The shadow there. I think they're gorgeous. They're really lovely. I'll put them all together so you can have a good peep at all of them. And I tell you what, as the tripod has got this irritating shadow, let's move it out. It doesn't maneuver either, this one. Oh dear, I don't think that's working for me, is it? No, it's not as good as the other one. Right, sorry about the shadows. We can't help the shadows. So these are the mixed rutile quartz. I'm trying to pin it. It's not playing nicely. Oh, what are you doing? Sorry, I broke it. Right, let's start. Has it gone? Where's it gone? Oh, it is there. It's gone off. That's better. Are you back? Sorry, everybody. You didn't miss anything. It's just gone a bit. It's gone a bit mental. This is your 10mm multi-rutile quartz. They are mostly red rutiles. It's ruined my camera on mine, so there you are. Aren't they pretty? Jackie Toth likes them. They're really nice, Jackie. Very gemmy. 7ZY, £16.50 for your 10mm. Oh, thank you, Helen. Oh, thank you. That's really kind. 7ZY, £16.50, multi-rutile quartz in your 10mm. They're really lovely. I go reds and copper colours and auburns and really pretty, pretty colours. This one is your 8mm code, multi-rutile quartz, 8mm rounds, £12.50. Again, this brilliant jump from 10 to 8. We're loving it. Gotta love rutile. Jackie says you have. That's what nature meant. It meant it to be like that, Jackie. Did put a gemstone in a gemstone. There you go. 8ZX for 8mm. And then in your 6mm, and loads of lovely inclusions. If you're a really gemmy person like me, this is right up my street. This is my bracelet I bought from last time, and packed full of really cool inclusions. So this is my kind of gemstone. Hi, Kirsten. Hi. 6mm multi-rutile quartz. This one is 9JT for £9.50. And that is your 6mm. Let's pop that there while we grab the next bunch. Nearly lost it. Love them, Carol says. I'm so sorry about the lights. I don't know why. Right, let's pop those ones away then. Next up, don't forget you can jot down those codes, pop them into the pop-up shop when it's live. If you're thinking, oh, I don't want to buy them all at the first moment. I know we've all been there. It's like when you go shopping, do you do that? I do that. You go into the first shop, you find something really nice, but you don't buy it. Then you go around all the other shops and then you go back to the first shop and you buy what you should have bought in the first place. So we've all done it, don't worry. I've got 2 number 8s for Jane Ridge and 2 number 9s for Jane Ridge. Thank you very much, Jane Ridge. I love the bracelet. I seem to remember it was a lot of pennies. It was a lot of pennies, Jackie, but I decided in the end that I was worth it. And I had it changed from a stretchy. The stretchy bracelets are really, really popular here. We've got some stretchy bracelets for you this evening because they sell them more than they sell the strands. So they make a lot of stretchy bracelets, particularly in the premium gemstones. Then they make them into stretchies. So mine was a stretchy bracelet, and then I had it knotted and a gold clasp put on because it was a lot of money. Yeah, so it was important to me that it didn't snap. So I thought we'd better protect it. Right, next up is your mookaite. We just don't see enough mookaite, so I thought we'd bring you some. So a nice staple. Material comes from Australia, and it's got the beautiful mustards, your reds, your purples, touch of green in some of these as well, and the beige colours. And it has lovely patterns as well. And I keep finding strands where it's all solid with just one colour. And I think, no, we want all the colours. We want all the colours in there. So hopefully the strands that I've selected, as you can see, they are full of colours, and we will be giving the supplier the information. He has to go for ones with all the colours. So this is your 10mm mookaite, very affordable gemstone. 10KZ, £8.50 for your 10mm. So if you're not used to working with a 10mm and you'd like to brave something a little bit bigger, then I would try a mookaite because it's really, really affordable. £8.50 for a sizable gemstone is a really good price. You can see from the previous two, £16.50, because the gemstones are sold by weight. Then the price goes up considerably when it hits 10mm. The weight really jumps up. 10KZ, £8.50 for your mookaite, which is a smashing price because I think we sell it normally for more than that on our website. So that was a really, really good price. That's your 10mm number 10. Number 11 is your 8mm. It is from the Mooka region of Australia. That's correct. 11GP, £7.50 for your 8mm. Perfect again for your malas or stretchies, anything like that. I've got number 10s from Helen Cole, June Jeffrey, Mary Ruth Burkitt. 11GP is your 8mm. So I'm just going to keep going, guys, and we'll try and filter them as we go. I've got 11 for Helen Cole, Tony Davis, and 12 is your 6mm round 12 UI for £6.50. So still keeping the lovely colour combination, a little bit of everything going on in there. I've got an 11 for Irwin Owen, please. 12 UI, £6.50. Gorgeous mookaite. You can't not have that in your collection, can you? I've got a 12 for Helen Cole, a 12 for Tony Davis. I can't remember if I said them or not. An 11 for June Jeffrey. It's going to jump you all over the place. This is Angelite. Look at the polish on this Angelite. So Angelite is a really soft gemstone and it's very hard to polish. But these have got an exceptional polish. Absolutely gorgeous, aren't they? Love the colour. It's big in the world of crystal healing. Just a nice, it's just a consistent colour. It's always like this, beautifully consistent, but very, 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 very unusual to get such a high polish on your Angelite. Gorgeous strands. This one is, I've got an 8mm, no 10mm on this one. 8mm on your Angelite is only £9.50. 13AB for £9.50. We're starting the show today, guys, with some smooth rounds. We've got a showcase of smooth rounds, and then we're going into some new shapes. We've got things like butterflies, hexagons, coins. We've got rondelles. We've got new pear shapes. We've got little double terminated points. We've got a closeout on some aquamarine that somebody offered us. We've got a premium strand just because they're insane, and I fell in love with them all. There's all sorts of brand new gemstone, a purple flower agate. loads to go, loads and loads. I've got a 13 for Helen Cole and a 13 for Charzane, please. Can you see YouTube?
I can, yeah.
Yeah. One for Julianne Watts, one for Nikki Stevenson. That's your 8mm code. And then on to your 6mm code. It is 14 GC for just £8.50 for your 6mm. 14 GC, £8.50. Let's not cover the code. A 13, please, for Louisa Gall. A 14 for Helen Louise Cole. It is a natural gemstone. It's a mineral, as I said, it's quite soft. I don't have a lot more to say other than that, I'm afraid, Rani. It's not a gemmy gem, so there's nothing really gemmy I can tell you. But I think in crystal healing, it connects you. It's said to connect you to the angels, or I'm sure someone will enlighten me with the correct term. Another 14, please, for Helen. Thank you very much. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. Really lovely. Now, everyone knows that my favourite, one of my favourite jaspers is a peanut wood. And this is not peanut wood, but it's very close. Look at that. They called it American Wooden Jasper. And I thought they said American Woodworm Jasper, but they didn't. Although we did see a gemstone that looked like our woodworm today. But yeah, it is American Wooden Jasper. And I think because it looks like wood. It is not wood, it is jasper. But it is really cool. Look at all the patterns in here. And again, your toffee colours, your coffee colours, just a little bit different, isn't it? I thought it was gorgeous. I do like a pattern. Right, we're going to start with your 10mm. Again, brilliant price. 15 PU for your 10mm, £6.50. Yeah, Jackie says it helps connect you to your angels. There you are. 15 PU is the code for your 10mm American Wooden Jasper. Then your 8mm here. Again, with those lovely patterns. Let's put it back there. This is, I've got a 15 for Tony Davis, £5.50 for your 8mm, 16YS, just £5.50. A 15, please, for Anne Spedding, 16YS for your 8mm, and then your 6mm, still keeping its patterns, which can be tricky when you get into a 6mm. This one is only £5 a strand. So I've got 15s for Mary Ruth Burkitt, one for Rani Melrose. I've got a 16 for Tony Davis and a 16 for Anne Spedding, one for Rani Melrose, and a 14 for Charzane, just to send you back up the sheet. It's because of the lag, I think. For 17s, I've got one for Tony Davis. There's no way only one person is buying a 6mm strand for £5. Look at the beautiful patterns in there. A 17 AI for £5 for your 6mm American Wooden Jasper. I've just noticed that I haven't actually got the codes into the screen at all. There you are. That's more helpful. Have you seen any Mookite Rough over there? I haven't seen any Mookite Rough for a long time, Helen. No, just don't seem to see it. Only Tony is going to buy a 17. Surely not.
3 for Anne Spedding.
Oh, 3 for Anne Spedding. Thank you, Anne. You make me feel like I'm going mad. I've got a 16 for Hannah Sutherland. Thank you. Right, next we have got mixed green opal. So this has got all the different colours in the green opal. So we do we've done other green opal strands as well. I've got a 16 for Catherine Woolard and a 17 for Karen Atkinson. Hi Karen, how are you doing? Look at that. So this has got loads of lovely colours in it. We do a solid green as well. But I quite like this combination of colours that you're getting in this particular strand. I like the variation. So this is a mixed green opal strand. The 10mm is 18 DZ, £9.50. And again, a nice polish on an opal. Very nice. Your 8mm strand. I've got Karen. Yes, thank you, Rani. 8mm, £8.50, 19MP. And then your 6mm, hi Beth, is 20 QR, £7.50. If you've got any questions about China, we are live in China. If you've got any questions, then just pop them into the comment section. It doesn't say anywhere on my screen that we're in China, actually. It probably should. Oh, it says welcome to our live from China. Yeah, you can ask anything you like and we'll do our best to answer it. I've got 18 for Rani, thank you, and your 10mm. 8mm is £8.50, 19MP, and the 6mm is 20 QR for £7.50. Now for a new gemstone, and a gemstone that was requested, I actually have to say, but silly light, sorry, but I can't remember who requested it, but I'm sure you're going to shout out and let me know. This is Newmite. So this one was offered to us earlier on and they didn't know what it was. So we sent it to the laboratory and I made the supplier send me the report, which is in Chinese, which was very helpful. You can get petrified wood beads. Yes, Julie, I'll have a look for them. Yeah, so anyway, after a little bit of jiggery pokery, we have discovered that it is Newmite. So Newmite is a beautiful mineral, and because inside it has these flecks, which are not going to show up for you now, of blue and red. Oh, you know, how annoying is that? This is really pretty, isn't it? Let's see if I can get the torch on it, if it works better with the torch. Let me find. Well, I mean, I can see the flecks, so it's just you can't. That's all. I don't know why it keeps doing that to my face. Can you see the fleck there? I think you can, can't you? So you can see some red and some green flecks in here. So it's quite a pretty material. So it's got a dark background and then it has red and blue, sorry, not green, red and blue flecks in it, which you can see. Honestly, good. Everyone can see them. Good. So it's lovely, really nice, quite a heavy material, but pretty, something different as well. Let's start with the 10mm. The Newmite 10mm is 21 PD, £18.50. So if you're looking for new gemstone materials to use, then this is absolutely perfect. I can see, look at it, that's better. You can see it kind of, so each one has those little flecks within it. Just some of them are showing up better than others. You missed a bit, Marjorie. 21 PD for £18.50 for the 10mm. We have started, we started at 6. This one is 8mm, 22 QR, £14.50. No, XR, sorry, not QR. 22 XR. I've got a 21 for Tara Porter. 22 XR. It's like labradorite in a miniature and darker. Well, part of the conversation with the supplier was he said it's a feldspar, and I said it's not a feldspar. And we had that conversation for quite a while, didn't we, Emily?
Yeah.
And he said, yes, it is. And I said to Emily, I love it when they send it to the lab and I don't agree with the lab. And then it turned out that what the lab had said was what I said it was. Yeah. And I was like, that's not a feldspar. So, yeah, so it's not a feldspar. Sorry, Helen, to disappoint you. But it is really beautiful. It's the same family as Gabbro, which is K-Syrah, also known as K-Syrah. It's the same family as that. 23 FO, £9.50, and it was called a glycophane.
Yeah.
It was quite interesting. We had quite an interesting time with it. So 23 FO is your 6mm. Will there be any of the orders? You just have to bid to create your order. That's what you have to do. 23 FO for your Newmite and your 6mm. So I know it's a new one and you might not know what it is, but it is pretty. You need to get it close. You need to get it in the light really to see the little flecks, but it's something different and it's pretty. 23 for Beverly Jackson, 1 for Carol Wilson, 1 for Mary Ruth Burkitt, and it will go onto the pop-up shop. So if you want to research it, you can do. 1 for Catherine Woolard. I mean, we bring this every time because it's just my favourite one. So I get to pick all the gems, so I can put my favourites in there. That's how that works. I just love bowenite. I think it's a beautiful material. This is bowenite. This is sold, I'd say illegally, as what's it called? New jade. Sorry, there's a brain delay. New jade, but it's not jade. It is bowenite, which is a type of serpentine. So, but I like it because it looks like it's got little clouds inside, and it's naturally this very vivid green, and I think it's really pretty. It is 3 million years old, Jane says. Thank you, Jane. That's the numite, I presume, and not the bowenite. So here is the bowenite, and it's really affordable. And it just ticks all the boxes. Why would you want anything else? It's such a nice colour. 24XK, £5.50 for your 10mm. I think the tripod's fallen off again. There we are. It's just having a moment all on its own. It's got its legs very spread, hasn't it? That's oh, that's better. 24XK, £5.50 for a 10mm. I've got one for Tony on your 10mm. I've got your 8mm, 25FO for £4.50. That's all, £4.50 for your 8mm, and it's so nice and vivid. And then it is £4 for your 6mm. Can't get any better than that. I've got 24s, one for Tony Davis, 4 for Jane Price on YouTube. Yeah. Got that one. One for Rani Melrose, one for Mary Ruth Burkitt. Then on the 25s, let's pop that down a second. On the 25s, I've got Tony Davis. Oh, was that not a 25? Sorry, Tony. Tony didn't want a 24. Oh. Didn't she?
I've got.
Oh, she did. She did. Yeah. 25s, Tony Davis, Helen Cole. 4. The plug socket is making a really weird noise. 4 for Jane Price. I joked earlier that we better turn all the plugs off in case the electric goes out in the whole hotel. Maybe I should unplug one of them. One for Louisa Gall. I don't know. I think I want to touch it now. One for Louisa Gall, going back to the gemstones. One for Lynn Blewett. That's the 20. Oh, and 3 for Jenny Lawson on the 25s. Yeah. You got all those. Sorry. Right, now on the 26s, are you ready? Okay. 26s, I've got Helen Cole, Cat 667 351, Cat with a K, 351. Yeah. If you could direct message us or email us with your email address, please, Cat. 26s, Tony Davis, Beverly Jackson. I've got 2 for Jane Price, 2 for Mary Ruth Burkitt. Yeah. I'll just catch up with you in a second, Kat. Just one second. And I'm just worried if I didn't read out your name, if you'd like to type it again, if I've put you in the wrong order, I didn't read you out, then let me know, because I think I might have missed somebody, but sorry if I did. Everything will go into the pop-up shop. A 24 for Lynn. Did we get Lynn Blewett for a 24?
We've got Lynn Blewett for a 25.
No, we missed you, Lynn. We've got you now. Thank you. Hi, Anne. How are you doing? Brilliant. Right. Just trying to steady the tripod. Let's put the bowenite away. Everybody happy? You've all got what you want there. Lovely. We've only got 3 more rounds in this little round showcase to go. We've got apatite rounds again. Love an apatite. Love the bright, vivid neon colours. Nikki Stevenson would like 24. I see you bid for, Nikki. Did I get you for that?
Yeah, we've got Nikki.
That's all I've got for you, Nikki, if you needed another one. I've got 26 for Alison Palmer. She's written 26, but I think you just want one. Hi, Amanda. How are you doing? Right, so this is your neon apatite. This is a natural colour. It's just insane. It's so vivid. It's beautiful. Apatite's beautiful. Now, it's a very soft gemstone. I wouldn't recommend wearing it as a bracelet unless you're using a larger bead to protect the smaller beads, because it is a very soft material, but you can use it for anything else. So this one is 8mm. I've only got this one size, 27 MD for £14.50, and that's for your appetites. Jane says the new one they say clear tension, calm anger, and release emotional blockages. Wow. That's so much. 27 MD. Thank you, Jane. Jane's done all the research for us there. And feel free to come along, tag along on a trip, Jane. You've won a trip. 27 MD, £14.50 for an 8mm appetite. No worries, just want one. Yep, got you, Nikki, don't worry. Right, now we're on to a new find, which was one of the first things we found when we walked in. Yeah. I was like, wow, look at this. This is natural purple flower agate. Aren't they pretty? And the beautiful natural colours, really, really lovely. Absolutely love them. I do have the whole bunch because these are limited quantity. Look at the whole bunch. So many on the bunch. Aren't they nice? Does everybody like them? I like them a lot. Right, I've only got one of the bigger ones, and then I've got 9 of the little ones. So fastest fingers first. Get your fingers ready. First one is the big one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Only one. Okay, so it's an 11mm, approximately 17 beads. As I said, they make a lot of stretchy bracelets and not strands. So they make the stretchy bracelets. This is a new material, so it's not even made it into a strand yet. So you can cut the bracelet and use it as a strand. So I've given you a bead count. So there are approximately 17 beads on this stretchy bracelet if you want to split it up. If not, it's a perfectly functioning stretchy bracelet. So there's nothing wrong with it. Its elastic is good. It will last as a stretchy bracelet. Ready. Only this one in that size. 28ZE, £24.50. Only one available in the 11mm size, but there's only 9 available in the 9mm size. So there's actually not very many available at all. Plus, Emily's got one and I've got one. So there were 10, but my one's not very purple, so I pulled it out. So yes, anyway, 28ZE's gone to Donna Price. Congratulations, Donna. What a find. Okay, and now for the 9mm. So in here you've got a 9mm, 21 beads per bracelet, and this one is 29XU, only 9 available, and they're just £17.50. Hi Trace, how are you doing? 29XU, £17.50, only 9 available, and you can just use them as a stretchy bracelet, or you can split them into a strand. Totally up to you. Really pretty, brand new material. Donna is very excited. 29XU. I suggest you snap them up because they are gorgeous. Aren't they gorgeous? Jackie, do you remember when we used to spend ages looking for green flower agate? I think Jackie put a request in about 4 years ago, and I was like, can't find it. And then suddenly it was just everywhere, wasn't it? And this one, I've got one for Hannah Southern. Yeah. Do you want to move some stuff and lean on this desk? Are you all right? Good, yeah. One for Jackie Toth, one for Tara Porter, one for Anne Spedding, one for Karen Atkinson. Yeah. 29XU. How many is that? 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5. Got 4 left, people. 4 left. Let's put the 4 out. There's that 4. No, turns out counting is not a strength. It's only 4 remaining. Brand new gemstone, and it's pretty. Come on. I mean, that's quite a challenge for them to find a pretty new gemstone. 29XU, £17.50. Very pretty. And if you're not into making jewelry, it's already made. It's all good. One for Carol Wilson. That's 1 gone. 3 left. 3 left, guys. 29XU. Another one for Hannah Southern. Thank you. Am I saying your name right, Hannah? 2 left. Let's put it there. 1 for Beverly Jackson. Come on. Another one for Tara Porter. And we're done. Sold out of the purple flowers. Thank you very much. Right, excellent. I mean, how do you follow that? How do you follow it? With this. This is a beautiful peridot round bead strand. Oh my God, to find peridot beads. I mean, I must get asked about once a fortnight, have you got any peridot beads? No. I feel like putting a little sign up. We don't have any peridot beads. Peridot beads are really tricky to get at a really good price. To find large peridot is really hard, so they don't find the material enough to cut a bead. Lots of it goes for faceting because it's hard to find. Even if it's a lower quality, it still goes into faceting. So to find it is really tricky at a good price point. So we found a supplier, which I'm hoping we can take to, who's got rough, he's got tumble, and he's got loads of different strands. And all, I'm looking at Emily when I look away, by the way, and all the strands that I picked up, they were like really expensive. Even the chip strand was like £40 or something, wasn't it? It was. And I was like, no, I want affordable peridot. So they said, you want a 3mm strand, and then they whipped out a 3mm strand, and woohoo, it's affordable. 30 VU, £12.50. It's between a 2 and a 4mm. I mean, what else can I say? 30 V. That is actually the worst sales pitch ever. Yeah, a 3mm is between a 2 and a 4mm, but 30 VU, £12.50. It's just, and it's a nice quality peridot. Look, it's got some lovely clarity, the odd inclusion. I love the inclusion in peridot anyway. You get famous, you get lily pad inclusions, you get chlorite inclusions. It's all exciting stuff inside peridot. So 30 VU, £12.50 for your 3mm. If you don't buy it now, I'm going to be very sad. There you are. You've been saved. Bridget for one. Bridget, well, thank you. Nicola Bell. Jenny Lawson, the lovely Jenny. Oh, I can't make them fly, I'm afraid. You know, I like to bring the creatures in. But Gemma Art text, how long ago did you text me, Gemma? So you don't have any peridot round beads? I was like, no. I've got 2 for Gemma Crow, thank you. Soothers, like soothers, Sootherin. Okay, no, I'm going to try and get it right. I can't promise to remember. That's the problem. I'm going to try and get it right. Thank you very much. A peridot for Jane Price, please. Now, look at these. These are little butterflies, brand new shape. I've not seen this shape. We're bringing it to you in a variety of different materials, but they're all very, very beautiful. Beautifully cut, really nice quality material, each and every one. Thank you, Debs. Don't forget to check out that pop-up shop, absolutely. Sodalite, and the Labradorite is really nice as well. Where is Jill Horton? We haven't seen Jill, have we? Or Isabel? Nobody is in today. There you are. Right, here we go. They're lovely, aren't they? Oh, look at this, look at this, look at this. Do you like the butterflies? Try and get them in the camera, would be really helpful. I just think they're so cute. They'd make lovely little earrings. Oh my, Jane says. Exactly. I think they'd make lovely earrings, little twisting butterflies. Oh, they're just gorgeous. They are just gorgeous. Absolutely in love with them. Right. They're all at different prices dependent on the material on this one. Am I starting with 30? Oh, I've got them in order. 31. 31 is your chrysoprase. So this one is the priciest one. Chrysoprase is, or chrysoprase, doesn't matter how you say it. This is an Australian material, and it's always a bit pricey, Australian materials, but that is very pretty, and you get your bi-colours in there as well. This one is 31XZ, 32.50 for the full strand. 31XZ for 32.50, 10 by 8mm butterflies. That is the chrysoprase. 31XZ for 32.50, but I'll lay them all out, don't worry. So that is your first one. Let's put him up there, and that's that one there. Then we've got your amethyst up next. Your amethyst is a bit more affordable. This one is 32LQ, and it is 24.50 for your amethyst, and it's a nice amethyst. Lots of clarity to it. Very, very pretty. The facets really make them sparkle. It's just beautifully done, beautifully done. And on the 38 centimetre strand with spacers, 32 LQ, 24.50 for the amethyst. Okay, next we have got red aventurine, which is always orange. So don't ask, I don't know why. I've got two 32s, one for Hannah Sutherin and one for Jane Price, please. Little butterflies in red aventurine. And that one is 33 YU for 22.50. Again, the latest in the marketplace. So this is going to really bring you to making jewelry that is the latest in the marketplace. Donna for a 32, please. Donna Price, thank you. Amazonite, and a nice quality of Amazonite. I think you've got to make them spin. That's how I feel. They've got to fly butterflies. Oh, pulled them now. They were so neat and tidy. There you are. Amazonite. This one is 34 HE, 24.50. They make lovely charms. They would, wouldn't they, Karen? Little handbag charms. Yeah, definitely. 34 HE, 24.50 for your Amazonite. I'm going to have to put it somewhere else because I've run out of space down there. There we are. Amazonite. Sodalite. This one, 34 for Jane Price. Sodalite, lovely colour of sodalite. I'm sure you'll agree. That's really lovely. 34s, I've got Jane Price, Nicola Bell, Hannah Sutherin, and Beverly Jackson. 35 BG for 24.50 for your sodalite. I'll run back through the codes at the end because, and then, I mean, is it my favourite? It's actually really nice labradorite, and you don't get, this is a bit of a sin, you don't often get really nice labradorite in China. However, we have found quite a bit today, haven't we?
We have.
They're obviously up their game to compete against India, because normally it's the Indian market that sells the really nice lab, and the Chinese market sells the grey body colour with no flash. But I think they've had a bit of a change in attitude because we have found some very nice labradorite today. So really nice. 35, please, for Jane Price. So that's your labradorite butterflies. Oh, God, they're really lovely. Too many choices, Kat says. Did I answer your question, Kat, about the pop-up shop earlier? 36 IL, 24.50. And that's for your labradorite butterflies. So I'll run back through those codes for you again in case you've missed them. I'm going to start with labradorite. Labradorite is 36. I've got one for Candy Barnes and one for Jane Price. 35 is the sodalite. 34 is the Amazonite. 33 is the red aventurine. 32 is your amethyst. And 31 is your chrysoprase. 36, I've got Nicola Bell, Hannah Sutherin, Tony Davis. Oh, no, wait, that's not Tony, Beverly Jackson, and Cat 667351. And Tony would like a 33, please. Now, the other thing to mention on these ones, that you get loads, absolutely loads on the string, on the strand. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 39 on there. Now, you'd think I had a calculator, and I do. Look at that. So even for the chrysoprase, which is 32.50, that works out at 83 pence a butterfly. So if you think you're just putting one on either earring, that makes it very, very affordable. £1.67 just for the gemstones in your earring, which is excellent value for money. So although I appreciate it is a slightly higher price point, still great value for money. They're all 10 by 8 millimeters, Jane. Oh, what I'll do is I'll pop them against my hand so that you can get an idea of size. There you are. So one butterfly is that's about how big they are. So there you are. 36 is, I've got Darlene Vowles, Karen Garner, and Darlene Vowles again. Just one Darlene, I think. An approximate bead count. So that strand was 39 beads. So that is approximate. Do you want me to do the maths on the others? So the chrysoprase was 83 pence. The strands at 24.50. 50. 63 pence. And they're all 24.50, I think. And the red aventurine is going to be a bargain. 58 pence. So really, really good value. You can make pairs. Absolutely. You can definitely pair them up. Every strand, even the chrysoprase with the patterns, you can pair up. They will pair. Okay. So anyone else, you make 18 pairs, Jane said. That's brilliant, isn't it? Just one for Darlene. Excellent. Let me show you the codes again, just one more time. Labradorite 36 for 24.50. Sodalite 35 for 24.50. Amazonite 34 for 24.50. Red aventurine 33 for just 22.50. Amethyst 24.50, and that is 32. And chrysoprase 31, and that is 32.50. I wish I could have them all. Carol says, oh, sorry, Carol. I wish you could as well. Maybe you will in the pop-up shop, Carol. They are beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Nice to see a new shape, isn't it? Really lovely. And I think this shape next is different as well.
I like this shape. Cool.
How are you feeling about this? Did we get Beverly for a 34, she said, please?
Yeah, we did.
This shape is called elliptical, we decided. With an E. Sorry, we're just giggling so much today about nothing really, but the word elliptical caused us some entertainment. These are elliptical shapes, and so we were quite excited when we found these. We were inspired by Gemma Crow, weren't we, Emily? Because I said, oh, what would you do with them? Maybe a bracelet bar. And Emily said, no, in one of Gemma's necklaces, and then you put it in the necklace. I was like, yes, what a good idea. Have you seen Gemma? And she then puts it like a big side bit. I'm sure it's got a name. Sorry, everybody. Right, yeah, I think they're gorgeous. Let's get rid of the hair. You've got a purple lepidolite, a pale purple. They did a dark purple as well, but we picked pale purple. That's the red aventurine, so you've got a bit of variety of colour in there, and rose quartz. But what a great shape. What a great shape. I hope Gemma's still watching and she's proud of us for our that's what we need. We did promise we were going to spam her, didn't we? We haven't done that. Must do that tomorrow. So, right, we're starting with the lepidolite. Lepidolite is 37 UA. They are 12 by 30 millimeters, so they're quite sizable pieces. They would be good for a bracelet bar, I think. Very nice. Or you could dangle them as an earring. They'd be thinking things drive me mad. Or they'd be a nice earring size, a long earring. But I think, yes, spacing them into the necklace, it would be all good. 37 UA, £16.50 for your lepidolite. I've got one for Helen Cole, one for Karen Atkinson. Gemma just said, I said, oh, that's a bit of me. There you are, you inspired us. We can get you some other ones for some of your shows if you like, Gemma. We'll pick up some different flavours. So I am proud, Gemma says. Good, you've taught as well. One for Catherine Woolard. How many on a strand? That's a good question. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 on a strand. So that is 16, 15. £1.27 a bead. So again, good value for money. £1.27 a bead. That is your lepidolite strand. Then we've got your rose quartz. Rose quartz 38 MD, 14.50. And again, nice pink colour, not losing all its colour away from the strand, so going to remain pink. 38 MD, 14.50. And the last one is your red aventurine, 14.50, and that is 39 TI for your red aventurine. Can you see that bottom one? Not really, can you? Red aventurine is number 39. Number 38 is your rose quartz, and number 37 is your lepidolite. I've got 37s for Catherine Woolard, I think I might have already said, and Cat 667351. It's like a phone number. It reminds me of my nan's phone number, 44977. That was her phone number when she lived in Hornchurch back in the 1980s. It's not her phone number now, she's dead. So 38 for Tony Davis. Anyone else for the ellipticals? They're going. Right. Oh, another new shape now. 38 for Gemma Crow. Look at this new shape. This is a hexagon shape. Now, we've done hexagons in amber, and they're very, very popular in amber, but we thought this would be fun to do them in a different material. Let's have a look. Lovely, aren't they? You've got tiger's eye, we've got unakite, we've got red jasper, and we've got amethyst. I've got 37 for Mary, please. Very nice, aren't they? What I'll do is I'll just put one against my wrist there so that you get an idea of size. They're 12mm hexagons, and they all click together nicely if you lie them right. They're very nice, aren't they? What a nice shape. They are flat like this from the side and then faceted on the top and bottom. These are Tony's favourites. Yay, let's hope you get some, Tony. Let's do it. Number 40. 40 is your unakite strand, £12.50. They're such good value for money. £12.50, 40OH is my code. I thought they were going to come out about £16.50, and I was surprised when they came out £12.50, because I think that is a lot of gemstone. That's quite a lot of gemstone, 12mm, and they're quite chunky monkeys as well. So yes, tessellation, Gemma says, that's a good word. 40OH, £12.50. 2, 4, 6, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 27 beads on there. 12.50, not 14.50. Works out 46 pence a bead. I thought everyone was writing, oh, but that's the code. 40, oh, that is 40O, and that is for your unakite. Next, I've got the tiger's eye. This is your tiger's eye. 41 VA for your tiger's eye, 12.50. On the 40s, I've got Tony Davis, Karen Atkinson, and Jenna Gernert, I want to say, because that's a diamond thing, a knot. Jenna, I don't know if you know that. Probably not. I mean, who'd know that? So I don't know if that's how you say it, but anyway, sorry. Then red jasper, 42 UT for £12.50. Nice. That I'm loving the red jasper as well, because it's got patterns in it, and we picked some, but they've not come through yet. They must be coming out later in the week. I thought we picked some round red jaspers with the patterns in, didn't we? I thought we did. They must have just not everything gets priced up. So oh dear, I've lost track. 41s, one for Tony Davis, one for Hannah, one for Tracy Merrick, Katrina Durrant, one for Rachel Minchell Wilson, one of my favourite names, one for Gemma Crow, one for Jane Price, a number 40 for Elysian. Hi Tracy, how are you doing? And 42 for Tony Davis. Excuse me. And the last one is your amethyst, which is 43LJ, and that one is also just £12.50. Excuse the cough. 43LJ, and that is £12.50 for your amethyst. And it's a really lovely amethyst, because you've got some with patterns and some without, so a bit of everything. 43 for Cat 667351. 43 for Tony Davis. 43 for Carol Wilson. 43 for Anne Spedding. And one for Beverly Jackson. I'm just going to bring them a bit close to the screen again, because I think they're quite a long way away. They're really gorgeous. 43 for Mary Ruth Burkitt, and one for Lottie Q8W. If you can make sure you direct message us or email us with your email address, please, Lottie. Thank you. Oh, my signal or your signal, Elysian. Yeah, I've got Elysian. Thank you. Right. So these are the hexagon beads. These are a brand new shape. They're a flat bead which has faceted front and back. Very pretty indeed. I think you'll agree. Really lovely. 12 millimeter. And code wise, 43 is your amethyst. They're only £12.50 a strand. 43 for amethyst. 42 for red jasper. 41 for tiger's eye. Excuse me. And 40 for Unakite, which was Emily's choice. Unakite, wasn't it? That was your favourite out of all of the ones. Very pretty. Lovely. Moving on to the next one then. This is where I'm going to run out of arm.
Do you need a hand?
I think I'm all right for that one. Okay. I think it's from then on. I'm not going to be able to reach.
All right. That's good.
Thank you very much, Tony. I think so. Right, now we're doing a little showcase of turquoise. This is all Chinese turquoise. It's really pretty. Turquoise is one of those gemstones where the price just jumps, dependent on the location of the turquoise. So, number 40, please, for Mary. So much so that it's actually quite difficult for even me to track. I do get very confused with the turquoises because you can pay extortionate amounts of money for one type of turquoise and then next to nothing for the next type of turquoise. So this is all Chinese turquoise. So it's relatively affordable, but it's got the beautiful patterns. Now, some people like the really clean, bright blue turquoise. I like the patterns. So we've got patterns, really. That's, again, it's turning to be Marie's show. But we do try and mix it up and make sure there's a bit for everybody. But I'm going to start with the Heshi beads. And these are apparently very, very popular in turquoise, so we're told. And they're nice, aren't they? They are. Am I starting with the Heshi bead?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
44. 4 by 2.5 millimeters, and that is £24.50 a strand. Please don't make me count them. 4 by 2.5 millimeters for £24.50. There's loads on the strand, absolutely loads. If Carl were here, we'd make him count them. That is 44DD for £24.50. Beautiful colour, lovely patterns, lovely mixture of colour in there as well, quite uniform. A very nice strand of turquoise. 44DD for £24.50. Sorry, I keep knocking this funny tripod. Next, we have got some 4 millimeter rounds. But look, they're like little planets. I much prefer the patterns. Eleanor says, yeah, they're beautiful, aren't they? Look at all the little patterns in it. They do look like tiny planets. And this is, again, a Chinese turquoise 4 millimeter round, 45 mg for £22.50. And it's a popular material out there with the public because they recognize it as turquoise. It's pretty, it's vivid. You know, in Yellowstone, it got really popular after Yellowstone. The series came out because it was all over that. 45 mg for £22.50. Sorry about my cough, it's driving me mad. Oh, it's my tea that tastes of nicotine. It's delightful. I don't think we've got any more tea, have we? We've drunk all the tea bags. Oh, thank you very much. And then this is my personal favourite strand. And this is a paler colour turquoise, but loads of patterns. Thank you very much. Quite similar to a Tibetan. And this is a rondelle. And I think that's a really lovely strand. A smooth rondelle with loads of colours and patterns. Great for the tassely look, I'd say. You're going to make a tassel. This one is 46 OI. They are around 5 to 6 millimeters. It's so hard to get a depth on them because, look, they vary so much, these little rondelles. But across, they're about 5 to 6 millimeters. And that is 46 OI for £21.50. Excuse me. It's difficult when you're live. You can't cough. It's not like telly where you can turn me off for a minute, put an advert on. I mean, it could make Emily sit in the seat, but
Try and entertain everyone.
yeah. 46, right, moving away from the turquoise then. No takers on the turquoise.
Nope. Okay.
Thank you. However, oh, I do have some takers. Sorry, I take that back. 44 for Hannah. 46 for Bridget. Yep. 46 for Beverly Jackson. And 2 46s for Lynn Blewett. Thank you. This is also the turquoise. This is the segue into the next section. So this is turquoise faceted coins. Are you going to the high-end turquoise shop? I wasn't going to, Jane. No, do you want me to? I can do. Oh, excuse me. I'll tell you a bit more about this shop in a second that had the turquoise. So these are the faceted coins. Again, this is a relatively new shape, and I think it's quite nice. I think this is an 8mm. Turquoise 8mm, yes. So for this one, it is 27 UQ for 29.50, and I've got a little showcase of these faceted coins. I really like them. I think they're a nice variation, aren't they, on a round. 27 UQ 29.50 for your turquoise. I've got them in citrine in an 8mm. 45 for Beverly Jackson, please. Oh, I forgot to read out your 45. Sorry, Beverly. A 47 for Cat 667351. Yeah. That's your citrine in the 8mm. The code for citrine is 48MK. Any ready-made necklaces? Oh, I can have a look. Definitely. I'll have a look for you, Jane. 48. We've then got a multi-beryl in the 8mm round. And your multi-beryl includes your morganite, your aquamarine, and your green beryls in there as well. So you get a bit of everything in your 8mm round. That one is 49RJ 22.50. Yes, we did a faceted flower agate. We had to get it back in stock on this one, but I think it was a 12mm, was it, Beverly? It was quite a lot bigger than this one. I actually took it on Friday's show, didn't I? This was Appetite 8mm, and this one is 50ZB for 24.50. Sorry. Right. I think it's nearly gone now. And so I'm going to run through them one more time. So you've got the Appetite 50ZB at 24.50. Citrine 48MK at 29.50. Multi-beryl is 22.50, number 49RJ. And then your turquoise is 47UQ for 29.50. And that is your 8mm faceted coins. Right, I'm sorry, Emily, that I can't reach anymore.
There you go.
Thank you. Now we're doing them in a dinky. Look at this size. This is a nice size. This one is, I think, a 6mm. Aren't they nice? I'm liking the 6mm. Right, 6mm. We have got Plum Blossom Tourmaline. So this was very popular in a round bead. A Plum Blossom Tourmaline strand. 51XF for 21.50 in your 6mm. And that is a lepidolite and tourmaline that grow together. You've then got aquamarine in the 6mm. I've got a 51 for Candy Barnes. Aquamarine there in a 5 to 6mm. Then a labradorite. Yes, you can. A 51 for Helen Cole. Thank you. Let's try and show you the lab up close. There you are. It does have some flash. Oh, yes, it's nice. It's flashier in person than it is on the screen. This one is 53SK, which is your labradorite. I've got a 51 for Helen Cole. 1 for Carol Wilson, a 52 for Candy Barnes, please. 53 is the Labradorite, and then the Tiger's Eye. Great for your makes for men, something totally different. Very affordable. This one is only £14.50. 54 EA for £14.50 for your Tiger's Eye 5 to 6 millimeter faceted coins. 54 EA. If you want to, mix your makes for men, it's a bit harder, isn't it, when you come to makes for men, because we all know that Tiger's Eye is a nice universal gemstone that everybody loves. It's great for your makes for men, but it's just the same. But now you can mix it up with these and some rounds, maybe it look great. 54 for Tony Davis, please. And a 52 for Tara Porter. You did a lovely Demortierite in these last time. Yes, we love Demortierite. I've got it in some other shapes coming up. So yes, I think it'd be lovely. 54 for Hannah. See, it's gone, Hannah. I'm just going to say Hannah. Southerin, like soothers. Yes. 54, lovely. Right, now. Ooh, we're going into the premium part of the show now. So we went out to so many different shops today, so many different shops. So we're welcome if you've just joined us. We're actually in China, and we're in a marketplace. We're in a city called Guangzhou. It's a really big city, and it's one of the hubs of industry. So you get all sorts of different things. There's a fair on at the moment called the Canton Fair, and that caters for just about every industry. In fact, Emily and I were hoping that we might have time to go. I'm not sure we're going to have time to go, but we also decided that we'd probably start about another 10 businesses each. So it's probably not a good idea. But it is a hub of industry, and here it's very famous for the Gemstone Plaza that is here, and it is a series of 2 enormous buildings which are huge gemstone shopping malls, and they house thousands of different gemstone finding suppliers, jewelry suppliers, all sorts of different things. And in the back of the factories for these particular gemstone suppliers we've already visited in the past, and they're out in different parts of China, and the materials tend to come here to be sold to the businesses. So it's great. It's a beautiful place. It's lovely and clean. It's very welcoming. There's at least 50 coffee shops inside at all times. It's just a really, really nice city to be in. If anyone's wanting to go to China, I've had a couple of people ask where would you go, then I would recommend Guangzhou. It's really lovely. So here we are, and we wanted to go into this gemstone marketplace, and then we've got relationships with suppliers here who have the factories all throughout China, and so coming here has enabled us to get some samples, to bring you a sample, and then to live sell, and so you get that opportunity to purchase direct from this marketplace, but with the assurance of Chalmers Gems. So when it comes back to the UK, we will quality control check everything. If there are any treatments carried out to your gemstones, then we will disclose those to you. Nearly all the beads in the marketplace are stabilized, so we don't talk about stabilization because that is a given that everything is stabilized in the world of beads. But if there are any treatments, dyes, if it's not a natural gemstone, we will make sure that you know that. That's really important if you're selling your jewelry on, because legally you have to describe it correctly, otherwise you can be closed down by trading standards. So it is really important that you know what you're buying. So lots of people really want to take the plunge and buy direct from China and India and all of these gemstone hubs, but actually it's quite nerve-wracking because there are a lot of tricks out there. I think Emily was taking some videos today, weren't we, of the fakes. It's quite tricky taking videos of fakes because you've got to say it in front of the supplier. Their English is not very good, so generally, but I'm sure they know what we say, they just don't dare speak. So yes, there's lots of fakes, lots of treatments, lots of people telling you that it's this and it's not this, all sorts of tricks that are carried out. So in this instance, this is allowing you to be able to purchase direct from this marketplace with us in between to buffer you. Now, I'm a gemologist and I've been doing this for over 20 years. So we go out into the market, I can immediately see what's new. And that in itself is quite a skill, because you walk into each shop, has thousands of different products, and I have an eye to know that one's new, that one's new, that one's new. So we can bring you all the latest gemstone cuts, any new gemstone materials, anything that's new in the marketplace. So we have a lot of fun on our trips. They are quite tiring because at the moment it's, I don't know, 4 o'clock in the morning, 3:30 in the morning.
3:30.
3:30 in the morning, and we stay up and we will keep going until you've had enough. But we are very privileged that you choose to purchase your gemstones from us. We're very, very grateful that you do so, and we couldn't do it without you guys. So we're really happy that you tune in and you watch. Yeah, sorry, it cut me off. I think I should be back now. Am I back? It didn't like my thanks, did it? It was. Is it back?
Yeah, you're back.
We're back. I'll come back to the codes in a second. Sorry, it cut me right off mid-sentence, but we really, really appreciate that all of you that are viewing this evening, that are making purchases and that are following us on our social media. We are very, very grateful for that. And because it allows me to travel, I'm very lucky that Emily's chosen to come with me as well. It's very tiring. And this is the 4th trip, I think, with me.
Yeah.
2 Indias, 2 Chinas now. So thank you so much to everybody. So if you wish to make a purchase from us this evening, all you have to do is type the code that I give you into the comment section. If I read out your name, that item is yours. Post and packaging from our China lives is totally free. So you need the code PP China, and you'll find that in your email with your invoice on our social media. And if you just message us, we'll tell you the code. So it's nice and easy. We need your email address. If you've made a purchase, you just direct message us with your email address or email us, and the address will come up down here to email us, and then we can send you an invoice. So it's really, really easy. There is an estimated 8-week delivery period for anything you purchase from our China Live, and that's because that's how long it takes for us to get the beads cut, sent to us in the UK. They have to be picked and packed and sent to us. We quality control check them, and then they come out to you. And of course, we have got the complication this time of year that it is going to be Christmas shutdown as well for Royal Mail. So we have to keep that in mind. We can't guarantee any of the gemstones will be with you for Christmas. We hope they will, but we definitely can't guarantee that. Not without Lisa quitting. So we can't have that. Right, thank you so much for everybody. I'm just going to give you some more 54s, a 54 for Hannah and a 54 for Karen Atkinson.
Yeah.
Can I have the previous purple one, Beverly says? Oh, Beverly. Was it the plum blossom? I think it's the plum blossom. Pop it down for a plum blossom. You'll love it. So, okay, I am back. Sorry, it keeps cutting me off the Wi-Fi. I want that bead. Just a minute.
Oh,
I want that. You know what I want?
I know exactly what you want.
I want it. Where's it gone? Which bag is it in? One of these bags.
It is in one of those. Do you want me to have a look?
If you
for it?
have a look,
Yeah.
I'll talk. You look, I talk. So I want to show you something I was very excited about. And this is a treatment to a gemstone that I've not seen before. And that makes me very excited. One of the things I really love about this job is that because they do a lot of the treatments to the gemstones before they hit the high-end gemstones, they use the beads, they use the cabs, and they practice the techniques until they've mastered them on our gemstones. So I quite often get to be the first to see the new treatments that hit the market. Now, this one I have seen on an inclusions Facebook page, I think it was. I think Jemmy Claire sent it to me actually, as a treatment to be careful of, because this is a treatment that's carried out to quartz to make it look like phantom quartz. And we found them. So I was like, oh, this is very exciting. So I am bringing you actual phantom quartz, but I would like if you would allow me to show you the treated phantom quartz so that you can see how good it is. And it is good. I didn't pick it up and go, oh, that's a treated gemstone. I picked it up and then looked at it and I was like, I think this is one of them. Asked, and yes, this is one of the treated, they're lasered gemstones. Quite exciting. We're not bringing you the lasered one today, although we could do in the future. I actually purchased this one for Jemmy Claire. So nearly all of the samples I buy, I give to Jemmy Claire because she teaches. And it's really important that all this information gets passed out so that people don't get tricked along the way. I've got a light in my view, just a second. So I probably need my loop to show you this. So let me just show you. So it's a very exciting moment. I mean, the whole day has been very exciting. And then we found this imitation one, and then we found the real thing. And so you can just imagine poor Emily. I don't think I can put it around my neck, or you're not going to see. So this is a quartz sphere. that they have been using. So I'm just going to put my tray back. Here we are. Now, this is a quartz sphere, and this is a phantom quartz. So phantom quartz is a quartz that looks as if it has a ghost of another quartz inside. So, and they are quite rare. They can be very beautiful. They can be not so beautiful. But this one is actually not real. So this one has been lasered. This quartz has been lasered on the inside and to give the illusion of a phantom quartz. But actually, these are little tiny laser marks. But I think that's actually quite realistic. Look at that. To have the little phantom. Now, they're normally at the angle in a natural phantom quartz would be the angle of a hexagon because the quartz grows in a hexagonal formation and it has a particular angle of termination at the top. So my first point of this one is it's not quite the right. It looks like a bit like a pyramid, doesn't it? And that is not the correct angle of termination for quartz. So that was indicator number one. But actually, if I can show you under my loupe, I'm not sure this is going to work. So bear with me. It's not going to work if it buffers me. Right, okay. This is the inside, and I don't know if you can see that very clearly, but this is made up of lots of tiny dots of laser marks that's making this illusion within the quartz. How cool is that? Isn't that amazing? Imagine going to that much effort to trick somebody. It's just so impressive. It's just so amazing. And that is, so this is an imitation of a phantom quartz. Now, it is quartz, but it may be a man-made quartz because most of the quartz in the marketplace is man-made. But that's really impressive. I mean, I love it. I think it's beautiful. Like I like wind turbines. It's the same. So it's the same thing that I think is beautiful. Nobody else does. And then I've got here. So then, oh, sorry, my tripod keeps slipping. It's driving me insane. Stay still, tripod. Right, here is a genuine phantom quartz. But these phantoms have been lined up. So I'm absolutely loving. I bet I haven't done the first one first, have I? This is the third and fourth one. The second and third one. Anyway, these inclusions have been lined up to make sure that the bracelet has the phantoms in stripes, and it's really cool. So I'm hoping it's going to show up. So you can see here, it's better on a dark background. If we don't wake the phone up, that could be a better background. There we are. You can see the phantom inside each one of these quartz beads. Look at that. And they've actually made the quartz, cut the quartz to highlight a stripe in every single bead. Now, when we look at the makeup with my loupe, which is going to be hard on this screen, this was actually better on Facebook before we moved. You maybe can't see the perfect makeup, but I think what you can see is that it's not a series of tiny dots. It's actually looks wispy, doesn't it? It looks like it's been made by nature rather than been made by man. So I'm going to show you that, and then I'm immediately going to show you that other bead again so you can see a direct comparison. Where is it? Here we go. You can see, can you see that suddenly looks really fake if you compare it to the natural wispiness that nature produces? Very, very fine wispy patterns. It's amazing, isn't it? I love a phantom quartz. We went to India once and met this quartz man, and I could have happily just brought him home. So look at these. So this particular bracelet. So I'm going to put the man-made one away now because that's not actually for sale. That's for Gemmy Claire. But I am going to go and pick some more up because I want one. Let's take this away a second. And we're going to bring you the bracelet in two sizes. So this is the larger size. Do I have quantity of both of these?
Yeah.
Yes, some of these bracelets we don't. So this is the larger size bead. There's about 22 bead. No, there's not. This is the 11 millimeter. How many beads are on the 11 millimeter? We'll just double check because I've written it wrong, I think. So here you've got 11 millimeter round beads. Each one has got the amazing phantoms in stripes within the beads. This is from the same supplier that I got my absolutely gorgeous bracelet from, with the really cool inclusions. And this area of this marketplace does all of the incredible premium gemstones, and they are so thoughtfully cut. It's just absolutely fascinating to see gorgeous. How many beads?
It says 22.
Oh, right. Let's just count it then. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. 19. I thought I'd written it wrong because I've got 22 for the other one.
Yeah.
19. So this is approximately 19 beads on a stretchy bracelet. This is not going to be cheap. These are the premium collection, so they're not going to be cheap beads. For the whole stretchy bracelet, it is £66. 56RW is your code, and you're going to get, you can either take the beads off the bracelet and remake them into something else, like I've done with my bracelet, make it into another bracelet if you don't want it as a stretchy, if it's too valuable for you as a stretchy. You can have it, I have mine knotted and a gold clasp put on, mix and match it with other beads. You can do whatever you like. £66 is for the 11mm bead bracelet. And then I've got one slightly smaller size as well. And this one is an 8mm bead bracelet. What's the quantity of this one? I'm very nervous of these. One of this. This is the only one that is available in the 8mm round. And again, perfect natural phantoms within the quartz. It's a little bit geeky, and I feel like my bracelet particularly, that it doesn't look, to most people, it doesn't really look like anything. You just look at it and think, oh, it's pretty. But to me, it's like geek central. Each one of those beads has the most incredible inclusions. So this is for a truly gemmy person. It's not going to be for someone who just likes to collect stretchies. It is a truly gemmy person who needs to own these, because imagine the amount of time and effort that has gone into making all of the stripes in the phantoms line up in a bead. That is just so impressive. Right, the smaller one is 55CJ and it is £42.50. There is approximately 22 beads in there, and they are 11mm bead. No, 8mm beads, sorry, 8mm. So if you're 11mm beads, you're looking at 56RW for £66. And then for phantom quartz, you are looking at £42.50. 55 has gone to Tara Porter. Thank you, Tara. And I think that's the only one of that one. And if anyone wants the 11mm, then it is 56RW, £66. Don't worry, we didn't stop there. Oh no, because it was, thank you, Jackie loves my bracelet. So this shop we went into was just insane. It was the one where I said, I've got to leave. I've actually got to leave. We've got to leave now before I buy everything in the shop, because the guy, he just kept bringing out just the best gemstones and more and more and more of the best gemstones, and my brain was going to explode with excitement. And this is by far the cleverest bumblebee jasper that I've seen. What genius did this? Are you ready? Look at the stripes on this. They have cleverly lined up all of the stripes. Look at that. So detailed. Now, I put it on earlier, and it's great because when you look at it one way, it goes black. And when you look at it the other way, it goes yellow. It's just so clever. Absolutely love this. And again, it's all just about that quality, isn't it? It's just thoughtful, exceptional quality. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Right, this one is 57VA. I think that's a great price. We've sold Bumblebee Jasper beads for more than this. There's approximately 27 beads. It's a 6mm bead on the stretchy bracelet. Again, you can break the bracelet down. You don't have to keep it as a bracelet. It's just, this is how they're bringing the premium beads to us. 57VA. £34.50 for by far the cleverest Bumblebee Jasper bracelet that you've ever seen. Really, really beautifully done. It's the 8mm phantom quartz still available. It's gone fleur. I've got the 11mm if you like that. They're very talented cutters, very thoughtful to cut such a premium product. This is 57VA, £34.50 for your Bumblebee Jasper. 27 beads, and they are approximately 6mm beads. So much fun, isn't it? A lovely yellow and bee. Any other quartz bracelet like yours, colors like yours? Not on this live, Jane, but I can show you. This gentleman said that he would like us to go and live sell. I don't think he had. The Bumblebee man, he didn't specialize in Brazil. These are from the Brazilian suppliers, but let me keep my eye out for you, Jane, definitely. 57 for Jenny Lawson. You're gonna love it, Jenny. You're gonna love it. It's not gonna stop there though, guys. So what we did then is we went into the I'm just gonna sneak one of these beads in, just a minute. We went in to here it comes. We went into the shop and started to price out all the other strands that I liked, and soon realized that no way were we going to be able to afford them. So we said to the nice gentleman, and he was really, really lovely, look at that. Is it all right if we split the strands? So he said yes. So we're doing you half strands. So I'm actually going to give you a bead count. Look at that. That is all pink Botswana agates. Aren't they so beautiful? I mean, talk about beautiful, beautiful, beautiful beads. So that's one half. And here's the other half. They're just gorgeous. There's no other description for them. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous beads. These are pink Botswana agate, premium quality. They have been cut for their patterns to retain their patterns, their colors. And they're divine, aren't they? Absolutely divine. So we split the strand. So this strand will have 19 beads approximately. So that is that size. That one of these probably has 20, but one has 19. So you get approximately 19 beads. They are 10 millimeter round, pink Botswana agate beads, and they're gorgeous. Are you ready for your price? Are you bracing? Brace. Brace position. That's it. Not that bad. 26.50. Unbrace. 26.50. Gorgeous. They're going to be your favorite beads, I think. You're going to, from this, you know, you're just going to collect them. When they come out to you, you're going to be like, wow, they are just as good as they look on the screen, if not better. 26.50. The code is 58RK. Gorgeous, absolutely bad. It's not so bad, Tara says. It could definitely be worse. It's going to get worse. So yes, it could be worse. 58RK, 26.50. They're gorgeous. They're just gorgeous. They look like marbles. I think they look edible. They look like jelly sweets. They're just absolutely beautiful. Really, really beautiful. 58RK, 26.50. Get 19 beads on the strand. Jackie's very sensible, and she's gone for a strand of these. If there was one thing not to miss on this show, this strand would be it for me. This is the best strand. I think it's just the most beautiful, but I really love Botswana agate. Anyway, Fleur likes Botswana agate, don't you, Fleur? But I don't know about the pink one. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous strands. Really nice color, really nice patterns, everything you want. Really gemmy, really geeky. They're just right up my street. One for Darlene Vowels. I've got one for Elysian. Should we leave them up here, or are they going to detract from my next beauties? I'm going to have to put them away, I think. 58RK. We can recap the premium range shortly. Thank you very much, Emily.
All right.
Now, happily multitasking there. Then there was this little box, this little box with a spoon in it of amethyst beads. And once upon a time, a very long time ago, I was in India. It was one of my very first trips to India for one of the companies I used to work for, and we were offered the most incredibly polished, tumbled amethyst, citrine, quartz family, really, but they were exquisite, absolutely beautiful. There's no way, not a chance in hell they would have sold in this business, not a chance. And they have played on my mind for many, many years since, because they weren't even Thomas, there's organic shapes. I mean, so beautifully, thoughtfully cut, and I've never seen them again, and I've never seen anything like it again. And they're just exceptional. Some of those things that the regrets that you have, it's one of those regrets. But they wouldn't have sold. This is as close as, they're actually smaller than the ones that I found, but they were in a little box on the side and with a spoon in it, and I was like, whoa, what are these? Absolutely sensational amethysts. How much is the strand? And he was like, try this strand for the cheapest strand. No, I want that strand. Oh, wow. They are, again, they look edible. Look at the beads. They're so nice. The camera does not do these justice, does it? They not enough light going through them. You can just see the dichroic colors. You can see the beauty. You can see the quality of the polish. They are a tumbled nugget bead, which is normally, you know, the lower end of the beads that get tumbled. But this is an absolutely divine quality of amethyst that they have made and polished into something exceptional. They are gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So again, he said we could split the strand. So you're going to get 1/2 a strand, which is approximately 20 beads, and they are so nice. I say don't resist, Jackie, don't resist. That's the best way. They're approximately 8 by 6 millimeters, but it's very hard to measure nuggets. They're a bit of a nuisance in that fashion. And the price on this one is £29.50. So £29.50, 59 HI. You get 20 beads on there. Let's do the maths for you there. £29.50 divided by 20 beads. Works out £1.48 per bead. So it's not extortionate. If you want to make something really, really special, then this is it. This is going to elevate your jewelry. Having a beautifully cut, beautiful gemstone adds value to your jewelry. There is not a shadow of a doubt in there. You know, they are selling stretchy bracelets here for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And that is because the gemstones are elevating the jewelry. It doesn't matter that it's on a stretchy bracelet to them at all. They're absolutely beautiful. Beverly says, does anyone want to buy a kidney? To a 59 HI, £29.50. Beautiful. Tara says, stunning accent beads. It's a shame the camera is just not doing them justice because they are really, really lovely. The 59 HI for the premium amethyst. Like I said, we can run back through the codes shortly. We're still in the same shop. Mentally, you're still in the same shop. So there's a little box. There's a little box of amethyst, incredible amethyst beads on the side. And then there's lots of strands hanging around the shop, including things like the pink Botswana agate, the beautiful amethyst strands. He's got the most... that fire agate was like something that I've never seen before. He'd got gorgeous cabs of apatite, which was this lovely green color. He's got some really, really unusual things. He's obviously a collector of very, very unusual gemstones. And he had some lovely emerald discs, but they were coming out £150 a disc, and they're about 15 mil across. And I was like, whoa, I don't think anyone's going to pay £150 for a disc of emerald. Yeah, absolutely. I know, Beverly, don't worry, I've got that in your cabs, don't worry. And then there was these there was these little natural kyanite cubes. So here in China you find a lot of dyed kyanite, but these are natural kyanite cubes, and they're so rustic and they're so incredible because kyanite grows in a very thin slice. You've possibly got some kyanite slices from us in the past, and it's very slim. So to be able to get a chunk of kyanite to cut such a large disc, I think these are cubes, sorry, these are 8 millimeter cubes. That's really hard to retain the color like this. These are just insane. I just fell in love with them. Absolutely fell in love with them. Again, very gemmy, loads of schiller in there. This is the strand that is the over the £100 strand. I love it. I don't think everyone will see it. I think lots of people will look at it and go, what? Why did you pay over £100 for that? But it's so gemmy. It really ticks your gemmy boxes, this one. Yeah, it's properly a gemologist's love. Definitely. This one, I'll just give you the code, is 60RZ. It is £110. You get approximately 17 beads on your strand. £110 a strand. They're gorgeous. They're just gorgeous. They're unique for what they are. You're not going to find loads of these in the market because to get the thickness of the kyanite would be so, so hard. They're truly beautiful. 60RZ is the code if anyone would like to purchase them. They are 8 millimeter cubes. Did you see any teal kyanite? No, not yet. I'll keep my eye out for you. Yeah, they're so, so pretty. just totally different. And that is, you know, that's what it's all about sometimes. 60 RZ, £110. Let's go on to your next premium strand then. Thank you. This one, oops, is naturally this bright orange. You've seen this material before, but I'm not sure you're going to place it in the same thought. This is the spiny oyster shell. So you see the spiny oyster mojave, which we sell in cabochons and sometimes in jewelry. And this is in bead form, the spiny oyster shell. So these are rondelles of spiny oyster, naturally this beautiful, beautiful, vibrant orange with the white contrast. So they really, really stand out. Gorgeous, aren't they? I chose a rondelle. There was a couple of shapes, but I think these look really good clustered together. If you sort of stack them together, they're so bright and vivid, absolutely stunning. This one is, they're approximately 6 by 3 millimeters. You get 50 beads on your strand, and that one is $34.50. So approximately 50 beads there on each strand. 61 RC for $34.50. Beautiful. The matte beads aren't in today's show, Rani. We didn't manage to get them priced, so they will roll into another show. Not tomorrow's show. We'll try and do a little show. We'll try and show you what's on tomorrow's show, some of the bits we've picked already. I don't think it'll be tomorrow's show, but it might be Wednesday or Thursday. 61 RC, £34.50 for your spiny oyster shell rondelles, 6 by 3 millimeters, around about 50 beads on a strand. Beautiful. Next one. We're still in the shop. We have got spinel. Right, spinel is one of those gemstones that is just nobody talks about enough, really. So this is spinel, and spinel is a heavy material. It has a high refractive index. It is extremely, extremely shiny. So it's naturally very, very shiny. Look at these, and you get all these different colors. In China, spinel is valued higher than ruby, so it is very, very popular gemstone, and it comes in these gorgeous, gorgeous variations in colors. How long was what? Sorry, Jane. Really pretty. These ones are 6 millimeter rounds. I split the strands again. You get 29 beads on a strand there. Again, the colors aren't coming out as much as I would like them to. Do you work with spinel, Ken? I bet Ken has worked on some fabulous spinels over time. So this, although it isn't classed officially as a precious gem, it sits within the precious gems here without a shadow of a doubt. Can you add tiny dinosaur figures to your list? I'm not sure if you saw my previous message. Please, could you send it to us on email or direct message, Kat, and then it goes into our requests so that I don't forget to look. It's just beads tonight. It is, yes, absolutely. Lovely. Look at that. Oh, the spiny oyster. How long is the strand? I don't know because we didn't measure it.
No, we didn't measure it.
It's half a strand. So it is 19 centimeters, something like that. So these are your premium spinel beads. 62 TC for £39.50 for the multi-spinel strand. They look all dark on there and they're so colourful. It's such a shame that they look like that. Don't get FOMO, Louise. Don't get FOMO. That's it. 62 TC, £39.50 for your multicolour spinel. Maybe look at those on the pop-up shop because I think the colours will come out better in photography. No pressure, Emily. And the last one, this is blue aragonite, which I just thought was really different. Very pretty, nice colour. Nice and bright. This is in your 6 mil rounds, and this one is £17.50 for your half strand in a 6 millimeter round. I didn't do a bead count on this one. 63 WC. Is it on the description for me, please? And pigeon blood red, Ken says in spinel. That's the high value one, isn't it, Ken? The really, really high value.
30 beads.
Approximately 30 beads on your strand there in your blue aragonite. If you're just looking for something a little bit different, this ticks that box. A beautiful, really nice gemmy 6 mil round. 63 WC, one for Helen Cole for £17.50. Oh no, is that all the premiums?
Yeah.
Let me just run through them one more time, just so I get to see them one more time before they get packed up. Right, so we've got your blue aragonites. Let's pop that there. Blue aragonite is 63 WC. Your bumblebee jasper bracelets is 57 VA for your stripy bumbles. Thank you. Your pink Botswana, my favourite of the favourites. That one is 58 RK for 26.50. Thank you. Your kyanite cubes are 60 RZ for £110.
We've got enough space.
Maybe not, but never mind. Your spiny oyster beads, 61 RC for £34.50. The beautiful, beautiful amethyst nuggets, 59 HI for £29.50. They're just so nice. Just 1 second, Caroline. We'll document you in a second. 62 TC is your multi-spinel, £39.50, 6mm beads. And then that one sold out, wasn't it? Yeah. And then the 10mm phantom quartz bracelet for all the gemmy gems out there. This one is 56 RW, and that is £66. So I've got a number 60, please, for Carol. Thank you. 56 RW for £66. That's all of the premiums. But don't worry, we've still got lots of new shapes to go. So don't go anywhere because we've got lots to continue with. Just 1 second, and we'll pop all of these away. Thank you. Love spinel. Jane says we've got another spinel bracelet coming up in a second, Jane, actually. Whoops, Daisy. Sorry.
That's all right.
There you are. Next up, we have got another new shape. This is fabulous, isn't it?
I like this one.
Yeah.
There we go.
This this was a surprise to me. It's unusual that they cut something so little for a start. So these are pear shapes. I'm going to show you them in a second. They are 6x4, and they are, can you see that there? A flat pear shape, a flat faceted pear shape. I've not come across this shape before. I don't think in any size, actually. I could be wrong. Maybe I don't remember. But they are, let me try and hold them out because I think you get lost down there. They are little pear shapes like this. Good for you, Carol. Look at those. Aren't they cute? Won't they look cute as little danglies? They or accents on something. They're so cute. Tiny, tiny drops. 6x4mm. I think they're beautiful. The other beautiful thing about them is the price. So this is crazy, by the way. I've got to get a crazy in, haven't we, Lynn? So this is the crazy lace agate version. So you get plenty of gemstones on here. They're all 6x4, beautifully cut, beautifully faceted. They look like a briolette, but they're flat. So not briolettes tend to be rounded, plump. These are very, very cute. So in crazy lace, we'll start with the crazy lace. All of them are only £9.50 a strand, which I think is insane. Doesn't matter what the material is, they've all been priced at the same price. And that is incredible value for money. For a brand new strand, you get tons on the strand. There's loads on each one of the bead strands. These are 38 centimetre strand, £9.50, totally different. I'll lay them out like I did the others, and then you get to see them a bit better because they're not showing up as well as I'd like on camera there. So they are 6x4mm little pairs, £9.50 for your crazy lace. We've got chrysoprase at £9.50. Again, lovely minty colours. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And that one is 66 WS. Brilliant for a new collection. Lovely, fresh, brand new cut of gemstones for your collections next year. These are going to be, they're going to stand out. No one's going to have anything like this. Absolutely divine. Moss agate, little baby moss agates. Aren't they just so pretty? Moss agate, we've got 65 RJ for moss agate, just £9.50 a strand. We've then got your rose quartz. I've got 66s, one for Helen Cole, 3 for Polly Kapow, Kapow on YouTube. Could you make sure you please email us or direct message us with your email address, Polly? Thank you. I've got 60. Oh, that was that was 66. 66 for Jenny Lawson. 66 for Nicola Bell. Thank you. The rose quartz is 67FH. I will run the code by you again in a second. Can you hold them by your ear? Yes, we'll do. 67FH. 66 for Beverly Jackson. I'll come on to your other codes in a second. I've got lapis. Let's hold the lapis up. I don't actually know it's going to help you. Is that going to help you, Beverly? Because I can't get my ear any closer. So that's probably not very helpful. I'll put them there, and then I'll put them on the finger as if they were in a ring so you can see. There you are. So it sort of takes 3 across the finger top. Very cute. Right, I've done all the 66s, I think. 65 for Tony Davis. 65 for Jenna. 1 for Hannah. And 1 for Jane Price. This is your lapis coming up. The code for your lapis is 68YW, £9.50. The 67s, I've got Tony Davis, Helen Cole, Jane Price. And the last one is Serpentine. I just quite like the colour. It's a lovely green, a very solid green. 68s, I've got Tony Davis and Helen Cole. Did I already say that? Yeah, I think so. I've got 68 for Cat 667351. And I've got a 65 for Nicola Bell. Serpentine is 69RQ for £9.50. 68, I've got Helen Gray. Popped up from nowhere there, Helen. You've resisted the whole show till quite close to the end. 1 for Hannah, 68, please. I've got a 65 for Amanda Disney. I'm going to run back through these codes for you, don't worry. So just pick which one you want mentally, and I'll run back through those codes. I've got 66 for Amanda Disney. Then I've got 68 for Jane Price and 69 for Helen Cole and a 69 for Tony Davis. Right, okay. Those codes one more time. So if you're umming and ahhing, I can't get this tripod very far down, I'm afraid. So it's not the best tripod ever. Ready. Your green serpentine, the bottom one, is number 69RQ. The lapis, the blue one, is 68YW. Rose quartz is 67FH. Moss agate, my personal favourite, is 65RJ. Chrysoprase is 66WS. Normally, chrysoprase sits at a higher price point than all the other gemstones. 60, so that is a bargain. 66. In fact, I think they're all bargains, actually. And crazy lace, your crazy is £9.50, and it is 64ZI. Right, I'm going from 68 for Jane Price, I think I said.
Yeah.
Polly Kapow for 68. 69 for Hannah.
Yeah.
A 65 for Lottie-Q8W. Did we get Tony for a rose quartz?
Yes.
Rose? We did Tony, yes. 66 for Helen Gray.
Yeah.
65. Anyone else? Anyone else? Moss agate is 65. Rose quartz is 67. Serpentine is 69. And lapis is 68. Amanda Disney would like a 68, please. These are just going to look great. Brand new collections right out for next year. A rose quartz ready for Mother's Day. You could make, I think you could make little flowers. Fleur, is Fleur still there? Could you make little flowers with those? I don't know. Maybe. They are petal shaped, aren't they? I don't know how you would go about the mechanics of it, but I guess you guys would. I just don't know. Oh, dropped you. Oh, there's me on the screen. Sorry about that. Lovely. Amazing beads, Ken says. Thank you, Ken. I like the moss agate best because I like the inclusions in moss agate. Look. You can look, aren't they cute? There's one with a bit of red in there. Very nice. Oh, Kat wants to see the moss agate. That was lucky. Yeah, they're very, very, very cute. Okay, right. Everybody happy? You've all got some of those. Okay, we're moving on to the next gemstone. Great for the bottom of tassels. Yes, I like that. Sounds great. Good idea. Next up, we've got some double drilled. You can't go wrong with a double drill, can you? Kat would like a moss agate, please. I don't have the codes anymore. Look at these double drills. These are beautiful. Aren't they nice? So these are premium double drills and they are on a full 38 centimeter strand, which means you can make a choker. Oh, look at that. I think you should. Double drill, that's upside down. Gorgeous, aren't they? Nice. So we have got on the double drills, starting with your demortierites. Remember, you've got a lot of gemstone here because these are large. They're all double drilled. They're 20 millimeters by 10 millimeters. Nicely drilled, even drill holes, trying to keep it as straight as possible. You can get double drills that are just utterly rubbish. And that full 38 centimeter length. So you've got, that is your demortierite. We're going to bring the same in rose quartz. So nice pale pink in the rose quartz in your 38 centimeters. And this last one is called Nellite, sometimes called lionstone, I think. It's a form of tiger's eye. So this is called Nellite. Very pretty, a little bit different. And that is, and again, good for your makes for men. I think I worked out you can make two full bracelets, look. So you could do 2 full bracelets or you could do a choker like that and have a couple of bits left for a larger neck or to do something else with. They're beautiful, aren't they? Double drilled. Right, your demortierite code. This one is 70 CP, £29.50, 20 by 10 millimeters, and they're double drilled at £29.50. Christine's watching on her husband's laptop. Now you can see the beads much closer. Yay! 70 CP for your demortierite, which is the blue one. We've got rose quartz, which is 71XJ for £29.50. They're all £29.50, by the way, so it's just a matter of which colour preference you've got there. And then for your Nellite, this one is 72LD for £29.50. Beautiful, aren't they? Beautiful. What a find. We like finding double drills. I think they're very, very beautiful. I appreciate that is a full strand length that you've got going on there. So just keep that in mind because that is a lot of gemstone for 2 full bracelets. Demortierite was 70. Rose quartz is 71 and 72 for your Nellite. Righty-ho. Thank you very much. Absolutely gorgeous, Rani says. Did you like the bumblebee, Rani? Another fabulous shape here. These are the double terminated points. They're sweet, aren't they? And these, you've got peach moonstone, sodalite, and quartz. And within the white quartz, you sometimes get a clear quartz. So there's a bit of both going on in there. They are 11 by 6 millimeters. I'll just put them against the wrist so you can see how big that is. So 11 by 6 millimeters. So nice, aren't they? Very nice. In your double terminated. The sodalite is number 75JX. A 72 for Gemma Crow, please. At 24.50. 75JX for your sodalite. 74GW for quartz. And your peach moonstone is 73KN for 24.50. So they're all 24.50. Get plenty of beads on there. I'll do a bead count on the peach moonstone for you. So 74 is quartz, 75 is sodalite, and 73 is peach moonstone. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44. So you've got 44, which works out about 56 pence a bead. So really affordable. I've got a 70, please, for Karen Atkinson. Yep, they'll go into the pop-up shop, Helen, so you can make your choices then if you want to think about them. I know they're an unusual shape. They're not going to appeal to everybody. Does the peach moonstone flash? No, it won't flash. You might get the schiller come through it every now and again, but it is a solid peach moonstone. That one is 73 for peach moonstone, 75 for sodalite, and 74 for quartz. No problem, Helen. Better late than never.
Thank you.
Right, then we found an aquamarine lady. And this is amazing. This is your morganite and aquamarine nuggets. These are another premium strand. This is a full strand length, though, 38 centimetre. And wow, are they nice. This is such a nice strand. So I ummed and ahed, and I said, you know what? They're so lovely. I think we should give it a go. Aren't they beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. They're approximately 16 by 10 millimeters. They're a premium aquamarine and morganite, but I didn't write that on the card for some reason. Let's write that down. And morganite nuggets, 46.50, but they are exceptional. 76 JV is your code. Another premium strand. Loads on there. The color, honestly, the color of the aqua and then the color of the morganite is, I thought it was kunzite when I glanced at it. It's just such an intense color. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful strand. 76 JV 46.50. And then we also found, could I have the next one, please? Thanks. Another chunky aqua. This one is lower quality than the previous one, a similar size, maybe 13 to 16 millimeters, but you can see you've got some green and blue aqua in there, but still nice. That's a lovely strand, isn't it? Nice and chunky. This one is 24.50 a strand. That is 77 DJ for 24.50 for your chunky multi aquamarine with your greens and blues in there. So if you like that chunky bead, I love chunky nuggets. I just think they're gorgeous. One of my favorite shapes, especially in a beryl, because they have this lovely feel to them. They feel so nice. 77 DJ for 24.50. For your nice chunky aquamarine. We're also running a Black Friday offer where we're finding you 4 Black Friday deals over the Black Friday weekend. So I have an anti-Black Friday policy, and so we have decided that to prove that our Black Friday offers are genuine, we shall be negotiating them while we're here. And we have done that today with aquamarine. We're going to have an aquamarine Black Friday show. I'm going to ask Emily to put the link into the comments. She's going to do that for you just now in a second so that you can sign up there. She's popped it into the comments there. There's a link. If you are already signed up to Charmers Gems, it will tell you it's going to send you an email, and then it won't. You are already signed up, so don't worry. We can't get it to reword its MailChimp. It won't let us edit it. It won't let us tell you that in any way. It's not our fault. It's their fault. But it will say, we're going to send you an email to confirm, and then it just doesn't send you anything. But that means you're already signed up. But if you sign up, if you want the Black Friday offer, then you must be signed up, because I'm not putting it out to everybody. We're going to just do it for the people who want to be bombarded on Black Friday, because I hate the amount of email rubbish that you get on Black Friday. So it's a personal mission. But we've done a great deal on some aquamarines. So we're definitely going to have one day of aquamarines, and then we're going to negotiate 3 other deals to come out over Black Friday weekend. On the 77s, I've got one for Beverly Jackson, one for Jenny Lawson, and one for Gemma Crow. So, yeah, so you can see what else we negotiate. We're on it. We were on it today. We've done really well. But while we were negotiating our Black Friday deal, we also negotiated the next deal. But we couldn't resist. We couldn't wait for this one. We thought we're just going to bring it out. So this is a limited stock strand. I've only got 22, and these are aquamarine nuggets. They're a beautiful, beautiful blue. Little nuggets like this. Nice quality. Look at that. Very nice. Great if you want them for stretchies. You could do all sorts. Look at the intensity of the blue. They're really, really pretty. Really nice. Very, very nice indeed. Only got 22 strands. So are you ready? Because this was a deal. We were trying to persuade. We bought loads of other stuff for Black Friday. And we're like, come on, we need a deal. We need a deal. So this is it. Are you ready? It is only £12.50 a strand. That gorgeous, gorgeous blue. 78 IT. They're approximately 6x4, but they are nuggets, so keep that in mind. £12.50 strand, 78 IT. I recommend you multi-purchase them. I don't want these to go on the pop-up shop, because I think they will make the other aquamarine look a bit strange. So we need them to go tonight. So this, you don't want to miss this deal. This is a great deal. I've got 78 IT for Tara Porter. One for Justina Oakden. Sorry, Justina, I couldn't read you totally there. One for Helen Louise Cole. 2 for Candy Barnes. 1 for Hannah. 1 for Jackie Toth. 1 for Tracy Merrick. 1 for Beverly Jackson. 2 for Jenny Lawson. Thought you'd like them, Jenny. 1 for Julianne Watts. 1 for Claire Reed. 2 for Amanda Disney. 1 for Carol Wilson. 1 for Lisa McGreesh. 2 for Jane Ridge. How are we doing for numbers?
3 left.
1 for Rani Melrose. They're natural, yes. And 2 for Jane Price, and they have sold out. Sorry to anyone who missed out, but they are gone. Lovely. Congratulations to everyone who got them. Yes. And the aquamarine lady said she would like us to live sell at her stand on Wednesday. So I don't know, because we found some really cool stuff. We found loads of twin aquamarine, which you've not really seen before. And she had some really interesting aquamarine rough and some aquamarine shapes. I mean, some of it was, you know, very high price point, because that was her speciality. But she also had, that was a great deal. The ones we got for Black Friday were a great deal. I think we've got some donuts which are going in the next couple of days show, that were a really good price. So she was willing to really work with us. So I think we hope to go back. Right, spinel microfaceted 4mm, I think. Yes, 4mm. This again is in stretchy bracelet form, but you get approximately 43 beads on your bracelet, multicolored spinel, and this is only £19.50. So I'd just buy it as a bracelet. 78 EG is for your multi-spinel 4mm faceted beads. I'll try and bring it a bit closer if the camera will allow, because it's so shiny. Emily never come across spinel before, had you?
No, I hadn't.
And then she was like, oh, this is very shiny. And we'd just been to this coated shop, haven't we?
Yeah.
We'd been to the coated shop where everything inside was coated. And it looks so shiny like this. So, yeah, it was insane. We were talking to the lady and she was showing us videos of the coating that's actually done by, I said, is it dipped? Because they had some faceted stuff. And then I said, have you dipped it? And they said, no, it is actually electroplated on. So I was very impressed. 79, one for Jackie Toff. Can you put up with the high-end strand, please? Yes, I can. That's the high-end bead strand there. Thank you. And Emily's giving me the ticket. There you go. That's the difference there, Jane, if you want to see. Sorry about the string. This one that's the high-end spinel strand is 62. 79s, I've got one for Lottie Q8W. Are these spaces? Use these as spaces. Yes, you could use these as spaces, definitely. They're so pretty. They're both so pretty. Love it, love it, love it. So shiny, so shiny. For the magpies in us all, and let's face it, there are a lot of magpies here this evening. Right, next, stars. Now, we had a customer request for stars, and they're not the ones we'd chosen. So that was a little bit frustrating. But we can bring the other stars that we have that were requested on another day, like the stars. 8mm flat stars. I've got 79s, please, for Nisha Kana, and one for Jenna. Thank you. So these are 8mm flats. And so we stood and looked, and there's loads of options in the stars. So we stood and ummed and ahed about which ones. We said, if you were going to make stars in your jewellery, what would you want? And we decided we wanted it to be sparkly. So we bought blue goldstone. Now, this is a man-made glass. So it's not a natural gemstone, but it is extremely sparkly. And it never comes out very sparkly in these lights for some reason. But it is extremely sparkly. And so it is man-made, but it gives you that super sparkle that you might want in a star. These are the 8mm. I've got an amethyst, which is 80ZJ, £12.50 for your full 38 centimetre length. 80ZJ for £12.50, and your blue goldstone, which is your man-made material, that one is 81JJ for £12.50. But it does sparkle, you see. We can't just dismiss the man-made materials. Look at those sparkles. That is in your 8mm size. We do have them coming up as well in a 6mm size. Night, Joe. Kisses. That's my little nephew. It's late for Joe. Oh, no, it's not late there. It's like 4:30 in the morning. What's he doing up now? The 6mm, please. Yeah. We have got 2 6mm to go with your 8mm stars. And these are leopard skin jasper, because I really like the patterns. I feel my lighting's changing, but there's no light to move around here. And then we bought also goldstone stars. So this is also a man-made material, but in the gold version. Look at that. Super, super sparkly. And in the 6mm, we've got 83 IT for your leopard skin jasper for £9.50. And then in your sparkly goldstone, it is £9.50, 82 NY. I've got 81 for Hannah, thank you. And they're around about a 6mm. They are really, really cute. Again, great for charms, don't you think? Well, they're really versatile. You get so many on the strand. 84 for Candy Barnes. 83 for Cat 667351. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 46, 48, 50, 52, 51, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64, 66, 68, 70, 72, 74 74 6mm super sparkly stars for how much were they? £9.50. 13 pence a star. That's madness, isn't it? Imagine cutting those. Oh, look at all these bids. Was not turned away for a second. 83 for Tony Davis, 83 for Amanda Disney, an amethyst, which is number 80, please, for Cat 667351. That is amethyst. Sorry, everybody. I've covered up my tickets, haven't I? So you got amethyst stars, 8mm, 80ZJ, £12.50. You got your blue goldstone, a man-made material, is 81JJ for £12.50. It's much better looking in real life than it is. So it does sparkle a little bit. So those are your 8mm. Then in your 6mm, I've got a leopard skin jasper, 83 IT for £9.50, and a goldstone 82 NY for £9.50. And number 80 for Lottie, thank you, and a number 81 for Candy Barnes. Thank you, everybody. Lovely. We are nearing the end. Oh no, we are really at the end.
We are, yeah.
Oh no. Just as I was on a roll. It has, thank you. Next up, we're ending on some rather interesting elephants. Right, so these are elephants. They're drilled elephants. This is all there was. So we've bought them. They're on a strand, but you're actually going to get... Oh, this one's got a broken blinking leg. So you're going to have to take one lot out.
Yeah.
Because you just change it to 2 lots. I don't know how you do that. Anyway,
yeah.
We've only got 2 lots of these because one's got a broken leg. These are carved elephant beads. You're going to get 3 pieces in your pack of elephants. So you get 3 tiger's eye elephants in your pack. I've only got 2 sets of 3. I've got an 82 for Hannah, please.
Yeah.
I thought Christine just said they're only £9.50. You get 3 pieces. I thought Christine said I'm just doing well my wrestling. It's because you were watching sumo the other day, weren't you, Christine? So my brain has connected that you're now wrestling your husband in front of his new laptop. So 84YA, 3 elephants for £9.50. I've got 1 for Helen Bromfield. Can you get any more of the hollow mother? Yeah, we went to the mother of pearl shop today and I didn't see it, but I will have a look. And 1 for Claire Reed, and they have sold out. We've got 1 more elephant option for you here, guys. Not for Tony. Not for Tony. I'm surprised. Thank you. Lovely. And then we've got a white quartz elephant. Wrestling in front of your laptop, Christine. You remember that I only have this tiny circle to imagine you by and what you tell me in life. So I have to make up a little persona for everybody. Right, these are your white. It's mean, isn't it? It's mean. It's let me back on. I'll just wait for you to come back on. Just a second. I don't know why it keeps kicking me off. So this is your white quartz elephant. You're going to get 1 piece so that we've got a few more for everyone who wanted one. So white quartz elephant. I hope you can all see me now. This one is £4 an elephant for your white quartz, but there's only 19. 85 WP, 19 elephants. Frozen. I know. I'm sorry. I should be back. For 1 elephant. What a thing to end on. I've got 85s. 1 for Tony Davis. 2 for Helen Bromfield. 1 for Helen Gray. 2 for Claire Reed. Come on, guys. I don't want to be left with the elephants. can you get me more of the golden rutile quartz and gem mica beads? They were fabulous. I don't know if they got them in the same place. Please, could you send me a direct message, Jane, with all of your requests, and I will do my very, very best. We do have the images from last time, don't we? So probably be able to track them down. Yeah. 85 WP. I've got one for Ranny Melrose. I don't know if I already read you out. One for Jane Price. Anyone else for an elephant? No. Right. Does anyone want to revisit any of the beads that you may have missed, or anything you particularly want me to go over? Otherwise, it is 4:30 in the morning, so we will go to bed. Love an elephant, Jane says. Oh, look nice in your fairy garden. A big elephant walking across. So, anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? Anything else? It's been a very exciting evening. We've had a lovely day, haven't we?
It's been great.
It has been a good day. 2 elephants for Helen Bromfield, please. White elephants. So, do you have any blue? Did you have any blue apatite? I did. I had a round in blue apatite, Maureen. Let's have a look. 85. I think I got you, Annie. Blue apatite. Here you are. Here's the blue apatite. I've got 2 85s for Sharon. Oh, can you drop it in a message? I haven't got a means to note it down on the list. If you could just message that, that would be really helpful. Thank you. Karen, did you want the, it's not tiger's eye, it's Nellite. You want the double drill Nellite for Karen Atkinson. I don't know the code on that one. The tickets are up there though. Yeah. Thank you. That's your apatite. And I don't think we had anything else in apatite. What's the last one you pick up?
I know it is.
Can I see the moss agate little drops? You can. So Karen Atkinson, you would like this one, which is the Nellite. Yes, please, she says. That one. Thank you. You've got some bids here. I've got Maureen Burnett for a 27 MD, please. The moss agate little drops are no, that's no good. You're not going to see them. There you are. They are 65 RJ. And can I see the moss agate? Another elephant for Ranny, please. I don't know. They will be going in the pop-up shop. There was loads of bargains in the first hour, Kat, because it was all the round beads that were really, really great prices. They were sort of $4.50 up to $16.50. They were really good prices. 65 RJ, your little moss agate drops. I don't feel I've done a very good job at showing those. Sorry. Thank you, Ken. Well, thank you everybody for spending the evening with us. We really appreciate it. We will be back tomorrow. We'll do our walk to work in the morning. And I did want to quickly show you some of the amazing carvings that we picked up for tomorrow's show. No Mike Fastered beads in this show, but we might bring you Mike Fastered in a future show if there's enough call for it. Let me just show you inside this bag. If you just want to hang on a minute, I mean, you can go if you like, but I wouldn't recommend it. Oh, Emily's rooting in the bag. Can I see this serpentine pair? If you can. I think they're right over there. Could you pass the serpentine, please? Thanks. That's it. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Hannah. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow at 6. We're on every day this week at 6. Well, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 6. Wednesday we might switch to a daytime show. That's your serpentine. That is 69 RQ. We will get some sleep. That is guaranteed.
Ones to show first. That's the thing.
Wow.
Well, I'll give you those.
These are all insane. These are just insane. I mean, we should put them on a black background, really. Oh, what's that? Look at that. We have found the most amazing carving. Look at that. Look at this. This is limited stock because I bought them all. Look at the leopards. And they are beads. Will the pop-up will the pop-up have the whole trip? Yes, we hope it does. If we go live in a daytime, that won't, because we can't do photography. So if we do Wednesday day, it will be a get it then or don't get it at all situation. If there's low stock and it sells out, it won't go on the pop-up shop, but the majority we aim to get on the pop-up shop. So lovely. Look at that. Who likes that? I like that. Then, wow. These are insane. Then the tiger's eye is insane. Look at the tiger's eye quality. Look at that. Oh. And then Emily hand selected
Too many good ones.
too many of these to all of them. We did all of them. Could you put Gemma Crow down for a 69 RQ, please? These are dinky little beads, skull beads. But Emily selected all the ones with the flash. So these will probably go in a pack, I think. Oh, I know. They're so cool. That's just some of the things that we found for tomorrow's show. As well as that, we had, you know, those ones that had drills. Are they there to hand anywhere? We did the big disc, didn't we, when we did...
Oh, I know.
We'll just do a couple more. Honestly, any dragons? Not yet. But this lady, the carving lady, said we could live sell from her. So that might be Wednesday that we do that. But we'll be bringing you these tomorrow night. Pop-up shop. Look at this. We had these drilled. This one. I know you said this before. I've been trying to settle twins. When will the pop-up shop be? It's normally 24 hours. So this time tomorrow, it should be live. We'll put a story up when it's live. These are just so cool, aren't they? These are all different shapes. And so we just hand selected all the ones we like because they've got little druses in them. And how cool is that? And then we did this one. We did these ones, but we drilled a 2 mil drill hole through the side of that one. Oh, look at that. Absolutely stunning. Wow. And these are all individual, so we'll have to just code them up. We've got to weigh them all out. And these are a jasper or an agate. I can't remember. They would have said it was ocean jasper, but it's not ocean jasper. It's a fancy jasper, between a fancy and a moss. So lots of the jaspers grow together. This one is insane. This is, I'd say it's a moss agate, this one. They're just insane. They're just insane, all of them. And there's more. We've got so many more. And yeah, and I know you're going to love them. So you don't want to miss that. That's tomorrow night at 6 p.m. And everything, we'll try and get into the pop-up shop over the next 24 hours. We've still got some to photograph, so we've got to do that before we go to bed. And then thank you very much, everybody. If you're a new customer, please make sure you direct message us with your email address or email us at info@charmersgem.com with your email address. That's very, very important. I've got 2 69s, please, for Ronnie Reed. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. And we will see you tomorrow. Well, we'll see. We'll be putting out the stories tomorrow. But don't forget to interact with the stories. That's important to us because we don't want to be lonely. We'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you for your support. Thank you, Emily, for staying up late. Cheerio, everyone. Thank you. Bye.